From Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham, welcoming you to the first of this year's 3 Christmas old-time radio compilations. This one comes from our World War II podcast, The War. All of the episodes were either released during World War II or are World War II related. Now, as always, the episodes are edited to remove repetitive elements. In addition to that, there was a small snippet of Bob Hope's monologue from the Command Performance episode that got copy claimed on the original video, so I've removed it from the compilation. However, you can click the link in the video to go ahead and listen to the full episode as released. I'm really delighted to start sharing episodes of The War in compilations and look for more compilations from that series during vacation weeks in the years ahead. But now, let's go ahead and go back to myself in 2013 with these episodes from The War. Welcome to The War. From Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham. If you have a comment, email it to me, box13@greatdetectives.net. Christmas time. America spent 4 Christmases at war, and each one brought with it challenges. With families separated by war, many husbands and fathers, thousands of miles away from home, it could be a lonely and difficult time. Yet it also could be a refreshing time to find joy and happiness. In the midst of horrific death tolls, find solace in the peace on earth that Christmas promises. Wartime Christmas shows could be heartwarming and hilarious, and occasionally a little bit weird depending on who was writing them. But often it would also include a call to renew our dedication and to be resolute in the dedication to win a just peace. Over the course of the next 10 days, we're going to play what I think is some of the best wartime Christmas programs. And we'll start off with an unusual place as we begin our journey through World War II era Christmas programs with The Whistler. The Whistler was one of radio's most iconic series, but it's not one you think of when you are looking for a heartwarming Christmas program. The Whistler began in 1942. Early episodes had it as a kind of mystery suspense program, with a few shows even having a few elements of horror in them. However, what The Whistler became known for was its amazing sense of dramatic irony. Often a program would feature its central character planning some crime, often a murder, and thinking of how clever they were and how they had it all figured out, right until the ironic closing. An example of a typical Whistler episode that's perhaps easiest to explain is that a man, his wife, and her lover plot against him. They sabotage his plane with the goal of having it crash. Unfortunately for them, the husband decides to go by the house and wave to his wife, and that's when the plane conks out. The plane crashes into the house, kills the wife, and kills the lover, while the husband survives the crash. Dramatic irony. So how would The Whistler do Christmas? Well, we're going to find out. So here, from December the 25th of 1944 is the Christmas bonus.
Let every go signal remind you that you do go farther with Signal gasoline. The Signal Oil Program. The Signal Oil Company and your neighborhood Signal dealer bring you another curious story by The Whistler. Tonight, Lie or Consequences.
I am the Whistler, and I know many things, for I walk by night. I know many strange tales, many secrets hidden in the hearts of men and women who have stepped into the shadows. Presently I'll tell you of nameless terrors of which they dare not speak. Within the human character, the line between good and evil is a thin and waving one. And very often the one small impulse for good will outweigh and nullify the bad. Such was the case with Michael Cobb. Mike wasn't bad, really. It happened while he was a kid, before he knew any better. He'd gotten into trouble, gone to prison, served a stretch. Now he's out, and he's learned his lesson. He's proving that. He's going straight, working hard at his job in the office of a large department store. He's married to a girl he loves, and he's happy.
Delicious. Delicious. Oh, nobody can cook a better breakfast than you, darling.
Thank you, sir. Now, Mike, don't bolt your coffee.
I gotta run. I'll be late.
Well, a couple of minutes won't make any difference.
Well, maybe not most days, but today is going to be a big one. The last shopping day before Christmas, you know. Stores will be jammed. We'll be swamped with work until late tonight. Besides, I don't want to spoil my record. 6 months and I haven't been late to work once.
I know. It's fine. I'm sure the store appreciates it.
Yeah, Lane, I think they do, too. I really think they like me down there. You know, like my work and everything.
Oh, sure, Mike. How could they help liking you?
No, I mean, well, I'm beginning to feel like all that stuff is all forgotten. Almost like something that never happened.
It is. It is forgotten, Mike. Everything's different now.
Yeah, it is. Oh, this is going to be a lot different Christmas than the last one, isn't it?
Yes, Mike.
You were wonderful, Elaine. Coming to see me, sticking by me. Oh, darling, I promise you there'll never be another Christmas like that. Never.
I know there won't, Mike. From now on, they're all going to be really Merry Christmas.
Yeah, you bet. Oh, gosh, that reminds me. I haven't got your presents yet. I'll have to run out my lunch hour and find something.
Now, Mike, you're not going to go spending a lot of money on me. Oh, maybe next year we'll be more on our feet.
No, never you mind. I'll get you what I darn please. Oh, my gosh. Now, I will be late if I don't run.
Hey, here's your hat.
Oh, thanks. Well, goodbye, darling. If I don't get home before midnight, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, it looks like a Merry Christmas for you at last, doesn't it, Mike? For the first time in your life, almost. A real Merry Christmas. You notice the smiles on people's faces as they walk down the street. You get sort of a kick out of the fancy red and green draped windows of the store. The holly smells good in the elevator. And you chuckle as you pass the toy department with a perspiring Santa Claus pulling on his red coat. Then into the office, everybody smiling. Yeah, you know what, Mike? Maybe you're getting that thing they call the Christmas spirit.
Well, morning, George. Merry Christmas.
Hi, Mike. Pretty cheerful this morning, aren't you?
Oh, why not? It's almost Christmas, the day of good cheer. Well, what's the matter with you, sourpuss?
Nuts. Humboldt.
Uh-oh. The boss on the rampage again, huh?
Yeah.
Well, what is it this time?
You haven't heard?
No, what?
Somebody lifted another $1,000 out of the receipts last night.
What, again?
Yeah. It makes about 10 grand that's been missing in the last 6 months.
Well, no wonder Mr. Humboldt's upset.
The detectives are in there with him right now, and they've got old Gus, a night watchman, in for questioning. I suppose we'll all be on the carpet like the last time.
Oh, gee, that's not so good. $10,000. Hey, that's grand larceny.
Yeah, and the cops are probably getting pretty sore about not pinning it on somebody. Now, look, here comes old Gus, fresh from the Inquisition.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Homburg.
Gus. Hey, Gus.
Yeah, Mr. Osborne?
Are they playing questions and answers in there again, Gus?
Yeah. Where was you this time? Where was you that time? The only time I got to sleep when they called me down here for this. What for would I want to steal money for? I got a wife. Fine wife. 4 kids. I steal money, I go to jail. They starve. What for would I steal?
Sure, Gus. But I know why you're so worked up about it.
Yeah?
You probably had to admit where you were last night between 12 and 1 o'clock.
How come you know that where I was?
Go on. Everybody in the store knows that, Gus. It's a standing joke. Everybody knows you eat your lunch every morning between 12 and 1. They know you go up to the 13th floor and stretch out on one of those divans in the Louis XV room, the classiest in the joint.
Okay, so what's wrong with that? I got to eat. Why not in style?
Sure, only for that hour. Anybody could come in and move out the other 12 floors, and you'd never know it.
All right, so what? Maybe that is when somebody stole money. I do not know. I only know I did not steal. And this is the only time I got to sleep, when they have to go asking me questions.
What a character.
Hey, is that true about his breakfast from 12 to 1?
Sure. There's a night watchman for you.
That probably explains why they're so sure the thief is somebody inside the store. Somebody who knows about Gus and what time he won't be on this floor.
Yeah, could be. Uh-oh, that's Humboldt. Yes, Mr. Humboldt. Yes. It's right away, sir. Just as I thought. It's my turn now. Well, if I start screaming, you'll know he's putting me on the rack.
Okay, I'll bring a branding iron to your rescue.
Don't laugh yet. You'll probably be next. If Humboldt really decides to catch a thief, he'll catch one by hook or crook.
Merry Christmas, Mike. Oh, now what's the matter? You don't seem as happy as you were. Something happened to dampen the Christmas spirit, maybe? Something you can't describe, can't even put your finger on? Just a funny, sinking feeling? Forget it. George Osborne has been in and out of Humboldt's office, and almost the whole day has gone by and nothing's happened. And everything seems to have calmed down. In fact, it's George's turn to have the Christmas spirit.
I really didn't expect it this year, but there it was in my pay envelope. Nice and crisp and green. With the best Christmas wishes of the J.C. Deaver's stores.
Oh, gee, that's swell, George.
Yeah, real honest-to-gosh Christmas bonus. I can sure use it.
Who couldn't?
I don't know whether you'll get one or not, Mike. You've only been here 6 months. Then maybe. By the way, why don't you mosey in and pick up your pay? It's almost 9 o'clock. We close in 5 minutes.
Well, I guess I better wait for Mr. Humboldt to call me. Golly, I thought we'd get paid earlier. I still haven't bought Elaine's present.
Ah, well, don't worry. Most of the smaller stores will still be open for a couple of hours.
Yeah, sure. But I thought I'd get her something she liked real well in a little store up on 10th Avenue. Oh, well, it'll be open till late.
Say, I wonder if they found out anything about the 10 grand. Boy, they've really questioned everybody around, though.
They didn't question me. In fact, they've never questioned me about it. I don't quite understand that.
Oh, well, I don't know. I guess you got such an honest face or something.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Yes, Mr. Humboldt. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I'll send him right in. Well, maybe we spoke too soon. He wants to see you.
Oh?
On the other hand, maybe he just wants to hand you your Christmas bonus in person. After all, you are getting to be the fair-haired boy around here these days.
I better go in.
You might even be in line for a promotion. You can't tell.
Okay. You wanted to see me, Mr. Humboldt?
Yes, yes, Cobb. Sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Cobb, you've been with us 6 months now.
Yes, sir?
And I must admit that in that time you've demonstrated an admirable aptitude for the work.
Thanks, Mr. Humboldt.
Yes, in fact, there's been some discussion of raising your salary, promoting you. I even talked to Mr. Prentice, the manager, about it myself.
Well, thanks, Mr. Humboldt.
Yes, and that's why I regret very much to tell you this. I must inform you that we're forced to dispense with your services as of tonight.
Dispense? You mean I'm fired?
I'm afraid that's it. Yeah, your 2 weeks' pay is in this envelope.
Wait a minute. If I'm been so good, why am I being fired?
I'm not at liberty to offer any explanations. I have my orders just the
It's
same
got
as...
something to do with this missing money, hasn't it?
I told
This
you
is
that
your
it-
way of telling me you think I took it, isn't it?
Now, Cobb,
That's it, isn't it, Mr. Humboldt? You've questioned everyone else in the department. With me, you figure questions are unnecessary, don't you?
Well, since you put it that way, Cobb, naturally we must take into consideration your past.
You knew about my prison record. I told you about it. But I've told you about it if I was going to steal again.
I'm not accusing you of stealing again. I only say we can't afford to take chances. We simply find it advisable...
All right. I understand. I understand a lot of things now, Mr. Humboldt. Thanks. Thanks, Mr. Humboldt, for the Christmas bonus.
Hey, Mike, wait a minute. Well, did you get it? Did he give you a Christmas bonus?
Yeah. Yeah, I got a Christmas bonus, all right.
Hey, what's up? What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. I'll tell you about it later. I'm leaving now.
Oh, yeah, you're in a hurry. But wait, I almost forgot. With my bonus, I can pay you the $30 I owe you.
Huh?
Here. 10, 20, 30. That ought to help with that present for your wife, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, George. Thanks.
Merry Christmas, Mike. Yeah. That premonition you had this morning was right, wasn't it? That funny, sinking feeling. Now you know, don't you, Mike? You knew it all the time, really. All this past 6 months you've been kidding yourself. The dream bubble has burst. Merry Christmas, Mike. The crowds are still cheerful on the streets. The windows are still bright and gay, and the holly still spices the air. But you don't see or feel or smell. No, there's only the sensation of a chill wind cutting you to the bone as you wander the dark streets, not knowing or caring where you are.
Hello, Michael. Merry Christmas.
Huh? Oh, hello, Reverend Hewitt. I didn't see you.
So I noticed. I was just getting home from my last-minute shopping. Won't you come in for a moment? A cup of tea, perhaps?
Why, no, I...
Oh, come on. I haven't seen you for a long time. That is, for a chat. Besides, it's chilly out. A cup of hot tea will warm you up. You look as if you could stand warming up, Michael. Come in.
No, I've got to get along.
Oh, come now. That lovely wife of yours won't miss you for a few more minutes.
I tell you, I've got to go.
Very well, Michael. I won't keep you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Reverend. I didn't mean to,
Well, I understand, son. You're troubled. Is there anything I can do?
No, I'm all right.
Well, I know you too well, Michael. I've known you all my life. Now, I've helped you before, haven't I? Why?
I don't know. I don't know whether you did or not. All that stuff you told me about turning over a new leaf, forgetting the past, I believed it.
Oh, yes, of course.
Hell, maybe you should have told it to some other people instead of me. It just don't work, Reverend. It just don't work. All that stuff about being good and doing good. It don't pay you off.
It does, Michael. It does. You must believe that. Even a little good done brings a great reward.
Yeah, maybe to some people. Only maybe some of us are behind an 8-ball we can't get around.
Michael, please come in. I feel I must talk to you.
Not tonight, Reverend. Had all the talking I can stand. Now I'm going to do my own thinking. And I know what I'm going to do. You can bet your sweet life I know just what I'm going to do.
Yes, your mind is made up now, isn't it, Mike? Humboldt made it up for you, didn't he? You hate him, don't you, Mike? And all the smug people like him who've never done a stretch and stir. They're your enemies, aren't they, Mike? Whether you wanted them to be or not. And you're just one of the cell rats. Okay, if that's the way it is, that's the way you'll play it. What's that? Footsteps following you? Maybe if you stop by this lighted window. Yeah, you were right, Mike. They're following you, all right, 2 of them. You saw them duck into that doorway when you stopped and turned around.
Tailing me. They got Dick's tailing me. Why, sure, you dope. They wouldn't let you just walk out of there. They think you took the money. They're going to tail you, hound you, track you down. Okay, if they think I took the money, I'll give them reason to. This time I will take it.
You are listening to The Whistler, brought to you by your friend, the Signal Oil Company. Marketers of famous Signal gasoline, your best buy today. Remember to let every go signal remind you do go farther with Signal gasoline.
Merry Christmas, Mike. A very Merry Christmas, isn't it? 6 months of going straight and you've given it up. You're going back to the store and get your share of those days' receipts. Yes, it's all so simple, isn't it, Mike? It'll soon be 12 o'clock midnight, And old Gus will be up in the Louis 15th room on the 13th floor. The safe in Humboldt's office will be a cinch. You've seen it many times. And as for the two dicks tailing you now, it'll be duck soup to shake 'em. Duck soup. That's right. You're heading up 10th Avenue now. You can double back and... What's wrong, Mike? Why are you stopping? Could it be that tune, the brightly lighted window, the old man standing back there? Of course, now you remember. 10th Avenue. This is old Mr. Samuel's little store. This is it, where you're going to buy Elaine her Christmas present. And there it is. What you heard, the music box, sitting on the counter next to the open door, playing.
Well, good evening, Michael, and Merry Christmas.
Hiya, Mr. Samuels.
You came in just in time. I was just about to close up. I guess down at your big store you've been closed for a long time. But here, well, we little fellows have to stay open to get all the business we can. What can I do for you?
Is this the music box that Elaine likes so well?
Ah, yes, that is the one. She was very taken with it. Ah, how her eyes sparkled when she looked at it.
Yeah, there's a powder puff or something inside, isn't
Ah,
it?
that is right. And when you open it, it plays the little tune. So. Yes, she was saying how it was her favorite tune.
Okay. How much is it?
Well, it's usually priced at $75, but I'll give it to you and the young lady for $50.
$50?
Well, yes, you see, it's a genuine antique, and it's the best thing I have in this store.
Well, I'm sorry, but that's more than I figured out.
Oh, I'm sorry, too. I would have let you have it for less if I could, but 50 is the lowest.
Sure. Well, okay, forget it.
Well, I'm sorry. Come back again.
Now what's the matter, Mike? Why are you stopping? Could it be you can't make up your mind? Could it be you're thinking about the music box, about Elaine, about Christmas? Yes. This may be your last Christmas with her, you know. Your last chance to give her a decent present with clean money you earn. It might be a nice gesture, eh, Mike? A little token of all that might have been.
Oh, Mr. Samuels, I'll take it. Wrap it up as a gift, and I'll take it.
Merry Christmas, Mike. That's what's written across the package. It was going to be a symbol for a wonderful new life, wasn't it? And now it's an ironic farewell. Your last attempt at doing good, as Reverend Hewitt called it. Too bad it won't bring you that great reward he promised. It won't have a chance, because there are those two dicks still following you. And you're heading for J.C. Deaver's department store, office of Henry Humboldt, and the interior of its safe. It's almost 12 midnight, and you'll have to duck those guys quick.
30 girls, 30. The greatest little show in town, starring Tootsie Laverne and her 30 raving beauties. A new show just started. Only 40 cents. Ticket, mister.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
40 cents. Thank you, sir. A new show just started. Hurry, ladies and gentlemen. It's the greatest little show in town.
You're doing great, Mike. Those dicks will follow you in, but you won't be there, will you? No. You're heading for that exit sign down at the side. Through the curtain, push out through the door, and there you are. In the alley. It's free. Okay. Now, up to the street. Lose yourself in the crowd. Turn down Fifth toward the store. You're okay now. No need to look back. Or is there? They're there. You didn't shake them after all. They were wise to that trick, and they were waiting for you outside the theater. Yes, you should have known. Now what? Maybe you've got an idea. Yes. A good idea. A honey. Why not lead them to the store? Sure, that's where they expect you to go. But beat them there and hide, down in the freight dock, behind one of those big crates. They'll never find you in that mess. Then when they get tired looking, you'll be able to slip in and do the job. How's that? Brilliant. Yes, brilliant. Yes, Yes, here's the store. There they are, a quarter of a block behind. When you hit the alley, you'll run for it. Make a dash back to the back. And you'll be so far ahead then, they won't know whether you got in or not. And you'll fool them entirely. You'll have them searching the whole store. Okay, here it is. Okay, you made it. You left them way behind. Here's the freight dock.
Okay. Come on, coppers. Just try and find me in here.
Found it. Now we've left. I told you knew we were following him.
Sure. But let's not waste time. You had plenty of time to get in, probably with the employee's key.
Okay. Get out your skeleton and let's go in after him.
Worked like a charm, didn't it, Mike? You're sitting here in your crate, comfortably waiting, while they search the entire store. They've been there long enough to do it. It's almost 1. If they don't hurry, you'll have Gus to worry about. Not that that's too much of a worry. But wait, hold it.
Yeah, that does it.
Yeah, too bad. Hey, flash your lighter on. You could have ducked into one of these crates here.
Yeah, but we never find him that mess. He could play hide and seek with us there for days.
Yeah, you're right. I guess we might as well call it a day. It's a fine way to spend Christmas Eve anyway. Come on, let's go home.
Okay, I'm right beside you.
Well, Mike, Merry Christmas. This is better than you expected. They're leaving, actually going away, leaving the place to your tender mercies. You won't have to dodge them coming out. They aren't going to camp out in Humboldt's office. They're actually walking away, down the alley, and you're set.
Good Lord, the music box. Something's wrong. It's going. I can't stop it. I can't.
Hey, Joe, listen.
Yeah, I hear it. Come on, right over here.
I gotta stop it. I gotta.
Okay, right here. In this crate.
Too late.
Okay, Cobb. We finally cornered you. Come on out.
No use hiding in there now, Cab. Come on. We want to talk to you.
Yeah, I know. I got the idea. Okay. Okay, you got me.
Yeah. Thanks for the music. Led us right to the dance floor.
Yeah, that's the great reward the minister was talking about. Great.
I don't get you.
Oh, you wouldn't. It's a private little joke on me.
Yeah? Well, that music maybe did you a big favor, Cobb.
Favor?
That's right. Maybe you'll see what I mean if you'll answer a few questions for us.
I don't see why I should.
You got nothing to be afraid of, kid, if you'll just answer a couple of questions straight.
I'll answer one. I didn't do it. I had nothing to do with it.
Okay. You had nothing to do with it. We didn't ask you that question. But answer this. You bought that music box at a store on 10th Avenue a while ago, didn't you?
You know I did. You saw me buy it.
And you paid for it with 2 20s and a 10,
yeah.
right? Well, part of that money was marked. It was money that had been stolen from Deaver's department store.
I tell you, it wasn't stolen. That was the dough I got in my pay envelope.
All of it? Didn't somebody else give you part of it?
No, I just earned the whole thing.
Didn't George Osborne give you part of it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he did.
Oh.
He paid me $30 he owed.
Okay. Now, this is very important. How'd Osborne pay you? In what denomination of bills?
Well, Yeah, I remember. He gave me 3 tens.
Tens? You're sure?
Sure, I'm sure.
And the 20s came to you in your pay envelope, huh?
Yeah.
You'll swear to that in court?
Of course.
Okay. That does it. Thanks, Cobb.
Hey, wait. You mean that's all you wanted me for?
It was enough. You just proved for us who stole that 10 grand from the store. And the way you were acting, we'd almost thought it was you. We hadn't have known better all the time.
But that's not the end of the story. The Whistler will bring it to you in just a moment. Meantime, Signal Oil Company joins with 1,800 Signal gasoline dealers throughout the West from Canada to Mexico in hoping that this has been a good Christmas for you. It wasn't the Christmas we had all hoped and prayed for. There were too many empty places at the table, too many empty places in our hearts. As we look back, we may wonder if perhaps we didn't give quite enough. Not quite enough of our effort, of our money, and of our blood, which can mean life itself to a boy at the front. Yet even the regrets that may tinge this season's gladness can prove its greatest blessing if they fire us to new determination, to new and greater effort through the coming year until our prayers are finally answered and peace again returns to heal this confused and torn world. Yes, if, as this Christmas of 1944 draws to a close, we will rededicate ourselves to this, our job, we may, each of us, hasten the realization of that ancient promise, peace on earth, goodwill toward men. And now, back to the Whistler.
Well, quite surprising, isn't it? The police didn't suspect Mike at all. You see, it was this way. Because of his record, the cops began to tail Mike in the very beginning, when the money first began to be missed. Twice they had him under observation at the very time the money was stolen, though they knew he didn't do it. But they kept watching him in the hope he would lead them to the real thief, and he did. Yes, because when things got hot, the thief finally tried to frame Mike by giving him some of the stolen money. Marked money this time. George Osborne? Oh, no. In fact, Osborne almost gummed things up by paying his debts. The detectives hadn't counted on that. That's why they had to be sure which bills Osborne gave Mike. The 10s weren't marked, the 20s were. The 20s Mike got in his pay envelope from Humboldt. Yes, Henry Humboldt, the office manager. You see, things were getting too hot for him. The trail was getting too close. He knew the money was marked, and he knew the detectives were watching Mike. So he gave him some of the marked bills in his severance pay, trying to frame him. It couldn't have worked, of course, but Humboldt didn't know that, and neither did Mike. And Mike almost did something he'd regretted all his life. He almost went back to a life of crime. Yes, if the music box hadn't have jammed and started playing just when it did, and the detectives had gone off, Mike's life would have gone down the skids. Because it did play when it did. Well, next week he'll be back at the store, in a better job. Yes, and he got a Christmas bonus, too. They saw to that after Humboldt was arrested. And all because the music box played. Maybe that's why Mike said...
No, sir. That music box sits right there on the table where everybody can see it.
Darling, I really think it means as much to you as it does to me.
Oh, I guess maybe it does, Elaine. Just like the Reverend Hewitt says, a little good brings a great reward. Yeah. The rest of my life, that little gadget's gonna mean a Merry Christmas. Darling, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mike.
Next Monday at 9 o'clock, the Signal Oil program will bring you another strange tale by the Whistler. The Signal Oil program is broadcast for your entertainment by the Signal Oil Company, marketers of Signal's famous Go Farther gasoline and motor oil, and by your neighborhood Signal Oil dealer, who is at your service daily to keep your car running for the duration. The Signal Oil program, produced by George W. Allen, with music by Wilbur Hatch, is transmitted to our troops overseas by the Armed Forces Radio Service. Bob Anderson speaking for your friend, the Signal Oil Company, and suggesting once again that you let every go signal remind you that you do go farther with Signal gasoline. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Welcome back. Every now and again, the Whistler will get you with a happy ending. And I think that there would probably be no better time for that sort of happy ending than in the midst of all the challenges being faced in World War II. Well, that will do it for today. Our Christmas series continues tomorrow. Over the next couple of days, we'll take a look at two very different sitcom Christmas specials. The first is actually quite zany. It's an episode of the Burns and Allen program. George Burns and Gracie Allen are a real-life husband and wife, though they met in vaudeville before they were married. They came on to radio in the mid-1930s, but their program didn't really resemble what most folks will think of with Burns and Allen. Their characters were single on the radio, and the program was a variety program that seemed to revolve around boy-girl romantic plots and competitions. About 1941, though, Burns took a look and realized that he was 45, and although Gracie's age remained somewhat of a question mark, they were kind of past the point of doing that type of program. So in 1941, the series premiered as a sitcom sponsored by Swan Soap, featuring Burns and Allen as a married couple. The series still held on to many of its trappings, even retaining some characters who didn't particularly make sense, and having orchestra leader Paul Whiteman be an actual character on the show. This episode is from their second season as a sitcom from December 22nd, 1942. And there are still some things, though they're not, that are not quite the shape that most people expect the show, particularly the talking duck, but we'll go ahead and listen to that. But let's go ahead and take a listen to a very surreal Christmas tale, Santa and the Pirates from December 22nd, 1942.
Well, hello. Come right in. Oh, George, we've got company.
This is Bill Goodwin speaking for Lever Brothers, makers of Swan, the new white floating soap. Well, it's Tuesday night again. Time for another pleasant visit with George Burns and Gracie Allen, their guest, Akim Tamiroff, Jimmy Cash, and Paul Whiteman and his music. And now here are the 6 hits and a miss, singing Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
You better watch out, you better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list and checking it twice, gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. You better watch out, you better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
And now meet the people who live in the Burns house, George and Gracie. Well, it's only 2 more nights till Christmas, and Gracie has already started to trim her tree. But as she hangs the ornaments, there's a worried look on her face. Her little duck, Herman, hasn't come home yet.
Oh, George, I wish you'd go out and hunt for the poor baby. It's way past his dinner time.
Oh, calm down, Gracie. Even with a meat shortage, nobody would want that darn duck.
But he's never been out this late before, except that time he flew up on the Morton's clothesline and crawled into the seat of Mr. Morton's union suit.
Fine place for that kid to fall asleep.
We mightn't have found him at all if Mr. Morton hadn't been ticklish.
Gracie, will you stop worrying about that silly duck? Come on, let's finish trimming the tree.
Oh, all right, dear. Hand me that big silver star and some of those little tinsel... Oh, George, I hear him on the porch. Open the door. Oh. Come to Mama, darling. Why, you're frightened to death. And some of your tail feathers are missing. How did you lose them?
I did not lose them. They're here in my hand.
Oh, my goodness. Who are you?
I am Akim Tamiroff.
you doing with Herman's tail feathers?
Ah, it was a mistake. I was reaching for his neck.
That's awful. My husband will take care of you. George, throw him out.
But, Gracie, it's Christmas and
This
I don't...
broken down excuse for a man is your husband?
Don't you say that. I happen to love this broken down excuse for a man.
Well, thanks.
Now look, I'm sneering at your husband.
Hey, you can't do that. You can't come into my house and sneer at me.
I'm in the house, no?
Well, yes.
And I'm sneering, no?
Well, yes.
And you're going to stop me, yes?
Well, no.
Ah, that's telling him, dear. Mr. Tamiroff, I demand to know why you were chasing Herman.
Because in my yard I have a pond which used to be full of little goldfishes. Now you have a duck which is full of little goldfishes.
Well, I don't believe it. Herman wouldn't do such a thing. He's a sweet, innocent little angel, aren't you, baby? And he didn't eat any of your goldfish, did you, baby? Mr. Tamiroff, you should be ashamed of yourself, feeding goldfish to a delicate little baby duck. They might gild his little tummy.
I hope so.
Madame, I'll give you a word of warning. In the future, my yard is Stalingrad and that duck is Hitler.
Is that so?
It is so. If I ever catch him, we shall see if a duck can swim in sour cream.
Oh, yeah? Well, you're just a mean man, and I hope you fall in your goldfish pond and catch cold and drown.
Gracie, it's Christmas.
Oh, yeah. And Merry Christmas.
Oh, fine.
Now, just remember, if that bird comes near my house again, я эту паршивую утку схвачу за горло и задушу своими руками.
Well, George, what did he say?
Well, I don't know. He's a Russian. I suppose that's what a Russian says when he's mad.
Oh, no, it isn't. When a Russian's mad, he says, how do you do?
Eating the neighbor's goldfish. Why don't we trade that silly duck in for a pound of pork chops? Go on.
Please.
You finish the tree yourself. I'm going into the den where I won't have to look at that web-footed goldfish bowl.
Now, baby, don't mind your daddy. He's this way every year. Just before Christmas, he tries to pick a fight with everyone on his gift list. Here, climb up in Mama's lap, Herman, and I'll tell you a little story. That's a good boy. Now, would you like to hear about Santa Claus? Santa Claus. He's the man who brings toys to all the children. The night before Christmas, Santa Claus comes down the chimney and leaves lots of things in your stocking. This year, Mom would be happy if he just leaves some stockings. Oh, just think, Herman. Right now, Santa is getting his presents ready to deliver to all the good little boys and girls. Wouldn't it be wonderful if you could see Santa's workshop way up in the North Pole? Oh, the poor baby has fallen asleep. Oh, no wonder. He's had a hard day. Oh, dear, I think I'll take a little nap myself. So nice in front of the fire. When I wake up, I'll tell him more about Santa Claus and the North Pole and the toys and Santa Claus. George! Oh, George! Are you ready to leave for the North Pole?
Yes, sweetheart. But how will we get up there to the North Pole?
Well, we'll fly up on Herman's back.
On Herman's back?
Oh, sure, he's all ready. I just put 4 gallons of goldfish in his tank.
Well, good. I'll call him. Oh, Herman! Herman Burns! Ah, there you are. Is you Daddy's precious little itty-bitty ducky-wucky Herman? Well, you're a sweet little ducky-wucky, and your daddy loves you.
Well, gee, I must be dreaming.
Well, come on, Gracie. On the duck's back.
All right. Boop, bye, Mon.
Well, where am I going to sit?
You'll have to sit on his rumble seat.
Gee, am I going to get that part again for Christmas? All right, I'm ready.
Okay, Herman, take off.
Gee, he can't make it.
Oh, no wonder he can't take off. His rudder is dragging. Oh, here we go. My, this certainly is the way to travel, George. Well, look, we're over San Francisco already. See, there's Mama's house. Yoo-hoo, Mama!
Gracie, she can't hear you.
Oh, sure she can. Look who's with me, Mama. George. Of course you know him, Mama. It's George. You know, the man I married anyhow.
Dear old mother. She's a sweet, sweet girl. Say, we're really making time. Look, we're over Canada already.
Oh, yes. And here comes Alaska.
Yeah, and there's... Oh, pooh.
Oh, George, that wasn't nice.
Gracie, we were over Kiska.
Oh. Oh, we must be nearly there now, George.
Yeah, there's Santa's place right down there. Okay, come in for a landing, Herman.
Okay. Well, that was perfect, Herman. We're right in front of Santa's workshop. Now we'll all go in and see good old Kris Kringle himself, huh? Okay. Oh, you love him, Herman. He's so gay and so jolly. Why, Santa Claus.
Greetings, little lady.
Now, buck up, Chris, old man. What's the trouble?
Oh, last in a whack, my Christmas is ruined. This year it will be a complete flop over.
Oh, please don't cry anymore, Santa Claus. The tears are running down on your pretty red suit. And if your suit fades, you'll lose your job in the May Company window.
All right, I'll stop. But I have no toys for the little ones this Christmas.
Oh, dear.
Wait a minute. Santa Claus, why haven't you got any toys for the kids?
Because a wicked pirate stole them.
The wicked pirate? Well, don't worry. My husband will get those toys back. He'll take that mean old pirate and smack him down, won't you, George?
But, dear, it's Christmas. And...
Well, smack him under the mistletoe.
Well, I'll try.
We'll leave right away. I'll tell my assistant to take care of things while I'm gone. We're going out to look for the wicked pirate. You look after things.
Okay, Chris, I sure will.
Well, that's Bill Goodwin. Bill, don't you know me? Gracie.
Why, no, I don't believe we've met before, madam.
But you're Bill Goodwin.
Oh, no, not me. I'm one of the Kringle boys, Irving Kringle. How do?
Irving Kringle?
Yeah. Are you sure you're not...
Gracie, let him alone. Don't you see he's busy working? What's all the black stuff you're washing?
Oh, that? Well, that's snow.
But it's black.
Well, sure it's black. That's the way it comes out of the mine. You see, it's white when we deliver it because I wash every flake. Didn't you know snow is really black?
Why, no.
Southerner.
Bill, how do you wash it? I mean, Irving.
Well, sit down at the piano, Santa Claus, and let's tell him about it.
All right.
Beat it out on the old 88, Santa. Why, Santa, you got a cannon in your left hand.
I'm in a groove tonight.
You solid are, Santa. Now everybody wants a white Christmas this year, so I'm a-washing all the snow so pretty and clear. With Swan, the new white floating soap, I wash it with zeal, 'cause Swan is even purer than the finest cast steel. Rubbly-up-dub. Swan is the grandest soap, a rubbly-up-dub.
Squab me with Swan.
Because Swan soap is purer than the finest Castile, it's kind to your hands and gives them extra appeal. It's great for washing dishes, washing hankies or hose, or any other soap and water job you propose. Rubbly-up-dub. Swan is the grandest soap.
Whoop-de-up-dub. Squab me with Swan.
Now, Swan has got a feature that you cannot resist. You break a bar in two with just a twist of the wrist. Use one half in the bathroom for your shower or tub. the other in the kitchen, and you won't have to scrub. Rub-dub-dub, Swan is the grandest soap.
Whoop-dub-dub, spot me with Swan.
Rub-the-up-dub, Swan is the grandest soap. Scrub me mama with the bar of Swan soap.
Everybody, we're off to get the toys back from the wicked pirate.
Oh, hope we catch him. He's probably planned his escape pretty carefully.
Oh, don't worry about that, Santa. You know what I always say? The best planned men are oft times mice and lay aft the glee, gang.
Yeah, isn't that the truth?
Isn't it?
Well, I better call my reindeer, and then off we'll go in this way. Hey, transportation, we port. Whoa, boy.
Oh, George, look at Santa's reindeer. There's Dancer and Prancer and MacArthur and Doolittle and Comet and
Wait
Cupid.
a minute. MacArthur and Doolittle? You mean Dunder and Blitzen?
Not this year.
Oh, it's a bad year. In this way, everybody, we're ready to leave.
Well, Herman, you sit up front, and if you see the pirate's boat, you yell, Mama, Mama. That's right.
Well, we're off. Giddy up, gang.
Isn't this wonderful? But Santa Claus, aren't we going too fast?
Oh, no, we're only going 32,000 miles an hour.
Oh, well, just so we stay under 35.
I guess so, yes.
Where? Oh, Herman, that's not a pirate ship, that's a stork.
What kind of a stork is that? It's carrying a T-bone steak.
Well, of course, George. Today, that's a real bundle from heaven.
You know, I kind of knew steak was high, but I didn't think it was up here.
Now, Herman, don't say Mama until you see the pirate ship. Okay. So just keep a good watch, and then... Oh, what was that?
It's the pirate ship. They're firing rockets at us. Yeah, and we're right over it. Look out! Here comes another one.
Oh, they almost got us that time.
We say it. They can't frighten us. We'll go down and get them with my machine gun. Oh, they got us.
We're falling.
Oh, Gracie! We landed right in the middle of the pirate ship.
Come on, you swabs. Up on your feet.
Oh, George, look who the wicked pirate is. It's Mr. Tamirov.
Yes, better known as Tamirov the Terrible. They call me that because I am.
Listen to me, Wolf the Terrible. I'm Santa Claus, and I want my toy.
such a funny fat man. Hey, Spanish Joe.
Sure, then what would you be on after now, Tamirov the Terrible, sir?
Is that skinny prisoner? Is that skinny prisoner still complaining because his cell is too small?
Fasten, that he is.
Well, take him out and shoot him. And put the fat man in.
Oh, please.
Ah, a plump little bird. Put him in a cell with the fat man, Spanish Joe. Tonight I will have pressed duck.
Gee, you're mean, aren't you?
Well, my friend, I do not like to boast, but I'm the meanest, the nastiest, the dirtiest, the most low-down man who ever lived.
Oh, you just say that.
Oh, no, it's the truth. Never, even in the DeMille picture, was there such a wicked pirate.
Oh, what about Captain Kidd?
Oh, a cream puff.
What about Blackbeard?
Who? Shoe salesman. Now, do you know why I stole the toys from Santa Claus? Huh? To sell them? No, I just took them because I'm mean. I hate people.
You do?
Yeah, I hate everybody. Look. Ouch.
What? You stepped on your own toe.
Yeah, I even hate myself.
Oh, you're not so mean. In fact, you pirates are a bunch of sissies.
What's that?
Well, you're all wearing earrings and bloomers.
My lady. Lady, you don't appreciate what a mess I am. Walking the plank and cutting off the ears is for junior pirates. When I take prisoners, I tear up their ration books. Pretty mean, eh?
Say, what are you going to do with us? Don't forget, it's Christmas.
You, my friend, I shall have beaten to a pulp. And then throw your body into the sea for the sharks to finish. But the little lady here is too pretty for such a fate.
Oh, flatterer.
Now, look, you're not going to take...
Quiet, Wickling. I think I will have a little fun with you. I will show you how a man kisses.
George, don't you let him kiss you.
Gracie, he means you.
Yes. Now I shall make love to your wife, and you shall have the pleasure of watching. Boy, am I a heel, huh? Yeah.
George, are you just going to stand there? Say something to this man.
You bet I will. Listen, pirate.
Yes?
What you're doing is not nice.
Oh, that's telling him, dear.
Enough of this talk. Come, my little chicken. Put your lips close to mine.
Oh, no, I won't. How do I know you wouldn't try to kiss me?
Yeah. Sure. You can't be trusted.
Maybe we need music, to create a romantic mood. Yeah, very well. Your husband shall serenade us with a love song.
Me?
You heard me. Sing.
Oh, sure. Lovely lady, I'm falling madly in love with you.
Now, stop it, now. Stop it. Stop that. That's romantic? You sound like you're gargling with hot borscht.
Well, what you said is not nice.
Now, wait. I will cast a magic spell. Now, wait a minute. Hocus, pocus, abracadabra. There, now sing.
Okay.
Lovely lady, I'm falling madly in love.
Gee, that's wonderful. I sound just like Jimmy Cash.
Now, go ahead. Go, sing some more. Play, pirates.
Lovely lady, I'm falling madly in love with you. It's a feeling beyond concealing. What can I do? Take my heart, it's yours alone to keep forever. Lovely lady, I'm falling madly in love with you. Lovely lady, I'm falling madly in love with you.
Thank you very much. Would you care for another number? Thank you.
What a ham. Now, don't forget it was my magic spell that gave you that voice.
What? That was my natural singing voice.
Oh, is it? All right. Hocus, pocus, abracadabra. Now, let's hear you now.
Okay. Gee, what happened?
Oh, George, I'm so happy now you sound like yourself again.
Well, are you ready to make love now? Come, my pigeon.
Don't you touch that little girl. You're the meanest and lowest skunk I ever met.
Yes.
Why, you're nothing but a low-down, miserable rat.
Yes.
Why, even Gracie's sister Bessie wouldn't make love to you.
Oh, now, wait a minute, George. That's going too far.
Well, I guess it is.
I had enough of this. Hey, only the sweet.
Yes, boss. Here I is.
Now open the hatch and throw this riffraff down the hold.
Sure enough, boss. Yak.
Down with them!
Oh, George, we landed on a big bass drum.
Please, get off my stomach.
Why, it's Santa Claus.
Oh, pardon us for dropping in on you like this.
Well, that's all right, widow lady. I was just looking at all my toys. This is where that snake in the glass pirate put them.
Well, just look at all these wonderful toys. Scooters and sleds and dolls. And look, here's a bubble pipe. And the card says, from Mama and Papa to Willie.
That's probably for your brother.
Oh, George, don't be ridiculous. My brother Willie's 37 years old. He stopped blowing bubbles 2 years ago.
Well, good for Willie.
Well, here's my pride and joy right here. It's a talking doll. All you do is wind him up and he talks.
Oh, really? Oh, let's try it. I'll wind it up and see what it says.
Mama. Mama.
Oh, it's a mama doll.
Mama.
Hey, Mama, get me some Swan, the new white floating soap that's kind to your hand.
That's some doll.
You women have long considered Castile soaps the standard of purity, Mama. But Swan is even purer than the finest Castiles. Money can't buy a purer soap. That's why Swan is so good for bathing.
Oh, it ran down.
Well, good.
Oh, I want to wind it up again. He's so cute.
Oh, Gracie, don't wind him up again.
That's why Swan is so good for bathing the baby. After all, if Swan is purer than the finest Castiles, well, it's bound to be kind to even a baby's tender skin. And if it's the soap for baby...
I took the key.
Oh, well, here's a cute little gift. Look, George, a toy telephone.
Oh, that's a dandy present. You can dial with it and everything.
Well, I want to try it. Hello?
Hello. As I was saying, if Swan is swell for baby, then it must be swell for your hands and face, your tub or shower.
Gracie, hang up. Santa Claus, did your assistant, Irving Kringle, have anything to do with these toys?
He made them.
I thought so. Leave them alone, Gracie.
Oh, but George, I want to see how this little toy dog works.
Well, I guess a dog is safe.
Arf, arf. Use arf in the kitchen and arf in the bath.
Oh, no.
Arf, arf.
Oh, dear. All these beautiful toys, and it looks like the little kiddies will never get them. Roller skates, tin soldiers, bicycles, electric trains.
Wait a minute. That old pirate can't have these.
What's that you're saying? Who can't have what?
Well, you can't have these toys. Santa Claus has to deliver them right away. Why, those skates are needed in North Africa. Those scooters go to New Guinea. And those toy trains have to go to Guadalcanal.
What's that? Marines play choo-choo?
Oh, no. They won't go as skates and scooters and toy trains. But the metal in them will go as guns and tanks and planes for our boys to fight with.
Well, won't the little children miss the toys?
Oh, well, give them toys, Santa Claus, but not toys made of metal and rubber. And I'll tell you something else all the boys and girls want for Christmas this year. They want war stamps. So, Santa, you load up your bag with all the war stamps you can carry. Because when the children get war stamps, they know they're helping their fathers and brothers and cousins and uncles and friends in the service to do the fighting job that has to be done.
Take the toys. Take the toys. I give them all back to you.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Pirate. Santa George, isn't that wonderful?
That's terrific. Swell.
I'm so disgusted with myself.
Oh, well, don't cry, Mr. Pirate. You're not a mean man at all. You've got a heart of gold.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that disgusting?
Gracie. Oh, Gracie. Gracie, wake up.
Oh, what? Oh, George, we're home.
Well, of course we're home.
Oh, well, then I must have been dreaming. You and I were up at the North Pole, and we were captured by a pirate, and this pirate made love to me, and...
A pirate?
Uh-huh.
Who was he, Tyrone Power?
No, it was... Say, that's an idea. Good night, George. I'm going back to sleep.
Oh, fine.
George and Gracie will be right back, so I'm just going to remind you that many women would have beautiful hands if it weren't for dishwashing. So when you're washing dishes, help safeguard your hands. Wash those dishes with Swan. Swan is purer than the finest Castile soaps. So naturally, with Swan in the dishpan, you help keep your hands lovely. And say, since Swan suds faster than other white floating soaps, You'll find it makes dishwashing a faster, more pleasant job. So what say? Why wash dishes the hard way? Why not try Swan? Well, here they are, George and Gracie.
Yes? Oh, it's you, Mr. Tamiro.
Where's that duck?
Oh, don't you dare touch one feather on my little duck's head.
Lady, that duck left only one goldfish in my pond.
Well?
Well, it's Christmas, so I brought it over for the little fella.
Oh, thank you, and a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, a Merry Christmas to you all.
That goes for me, too. Merry Christmas, everybody.
The makers of Swan, the new white floating soap, join George and Gracie in inviting you to tune in again next week, same time, when their special guest will be one of your favorite movie stars, the glamorous Rita Hayworth. So remember, Swan also brings you another of radio's top shows, Tommy Riggs and Betty Lou over another network. Now till next week, this is Bill Goodwin saying, well, I, Swan, how about you? Good night. Merry Christmas.
Try Spry. You'll find the baking you turn out fluffy and light. Try Spry. You're sure to hear your family shout, what a delight. For cakes, pies, donuts, the things you fry. Try Spry. What's that you say you're going to try today?
Why, sure.
Try Spry.
This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Welcome back. As I said, a very surreal show. We have a fantasy Santa, boogie woogie song about Swan soap, mayhem and threats of violence, and it all ends up in an appeal for donating metal to the government to help in the war effort. And it's a great special, particularly if you don't think about it too much. All right, well, we'll be back with another special that takes a bit of a different tact, but be sure and listen tomorrow. Today we're going to bring you yet another, and probably actually the last of two sitcom Christmases. This is an episode of The Life of Riley from 1944. The same year the series began airing over the Blue Network of NBC, which would later become ABC. William Bendix starred as Chester Riley, a war worker working in an aircraft plant. He was a Brooklyn native who had transplanted to the Los Angeles area. And he was simply a lovable lug. Chester Riley had a ton of malpropisms and wasn't the smartest guy around. He always had a good heart for his family and for others around him, which made him just a great character. The series was widely successful. The series stayed on the radio for 7 years, leaving in 1951. There was a movie a version of The Life of Riley starring William Bendix. And there were 2 Life of Riley television shows. Due to contractual obligations, Bendix couldn't appear in the first TV series. That honor went to Jackie Gleason. And as talented and as great as Gleason was, he couldn't quite capture the spirit of Chester Riley. And so then The Life of Riley had a very successful 6-year run on television. Really, somewhat forgotten today, but I think just a wonderful series. And this Christmas episode features the series at its best. So here from December the 24th of 1944 is Roswell's A Guest for Christmas.
Here he is, folks. During the day, he stars in movies like Wake Island, Guadalcanal Diary, and Lifeboat. But tonight, he's just an old sit-by-the-fire, eagerly waiting for Santa Claus.
The first Christmas I remember, I was just a kid back in Brooklyn. Right after dinner, I hid my father's shoes, and at the stroke of midnight, Santa Claus came down the chimney in his bare feet.
The American Meat Institute presents William Bendix in The Life of Riley. The meat people of America providing a great food for a great nation. Carefully planned months ago by the Army and Navy Services of Supply, carefully packed and shipped by the meat industry and other food suppliers, Every American fighter who can be reached throughout the world will have, tomorrow, the finest Christmas Day meal any nation ever provided its Army, its Navy, its Marines. And they deserve it. And now, on behalf of all those engaged in supplying meat to the nation, the American Meat Institute presents The Life of Riley. Well, you all know the old nursery rhyme, "'Twas the night before Christmas and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse." Well, that doesn't go for the Riley house on this Christmas Eve. There's plenty stirring there. Things began to pop when Riley arrived home from the Los Angeles aircraft plant where he works with some news that his wife and daughter found a little upsetting.
What? You mean to say you invited that Roswell Stevenson here for Christmas? What possessed you to do a thing like that?
Well, the reason is...
But, Dad, that little drip Roswell will ruin our whole Christmas. The last time he was here, he almost burnt the house down.
Well, the reason is...
And remember when Roswell hit you on the head with a horseshoe? He said it was for good luck. And still you invite him here on Christmas Eve. Well, why?
Well, the reason is...
Honest, Riley. Sometimes you do the craziest things. Well, stop moving your mouth like a goldfish. Oh, the least you can do is tell us. Don't just stand there.
I ain't standing. I'm sitting.
I know you like your boss very much, but if you'll take my advice, you'll call up Mr. Stevenson and say you can't have Roswell here. That's what I think.
I was brought up to believe that all babies were brought by the stork. I was wrong. The girls must come by parrot.
Don't exaggerate. Riley, we're listening.
Well, I invited Roswell to spend Christmas with us because his mother was suddenly taken to the hospital this morning.
Oh, that's too bad. Oh, gee, Dad, poor kid must be upset.
No, Roswell don't know about it yet. Mr. Stevenson don't know himself how serious it might be, and there's no use spoiling the boy's Christmas.
But won't he find out?
Not if we don't blab. Roswell's father made up a story that he's taken Mr. Stevenson out of town over the holidays. So remember, don't let on. Mumps is the word.
Dear, I'm sorry I said what I did, but you should have told.
Yeah, you're right. The next time I want to tell you women something, I'll go down to the corner drugstore and phone you.
Under the circumstances, I'm glad you invited Roswell here. Well, I better go and fix up the cot in Junior's room.
Listen, Peg, don't tell Junior about Roswell's mother. You know how Junior talks. Even in his sleep, he jabbers. You know what side of the family he got that habit from.
Dad, what are we giving Roswell for Christmas? It's practically here. Just 4 hours.
Yeah, that's right. Well, gee, I don't know. All the stores are closed.
Well, we can't give each other things and leave him out.
I'd give him one of my gifts, but they'll all be girls.
Yeah, you couldn't give him a girl. I mean a girl's gift. I know what to give Roswell. Where's Junior?
Oh, he'll be home soon. Oh, Riley, you're not taking away one of Junior's presents?
Who's taking anything? When I talk to Junior and explain things, he'll give Roswell the best he's got.
Oh, but Junior can't stand Roswell.
Well, neither can I. That Roswell is murder. But this is Christmas. That's why I'm willing to give up one of Junior's presents. So you see, Junior, at Christmas time, it ain't what you get that makes you happy.
I know, Pop.
It's what you give that makes you happy. So this year, I'm going to make you happy by letting you give something to somebody you like.
Who is this somebody I like?
You like Roswell Stevenson, don't you?
I think he's a goon.
Junior, that ain't the right spirit. On Christmas, you gotta like all the goons. And give him presents.
I gotta give Roswell one of my own presents?
Now you're getting the idea.
Well, I got a better idea, Pop. If it makes people so happy to give, let's make Roswell happy by letting him give me something.
I don't seem to be getting my message across so good. Look, Junior, how will it look Christmas morning, our arms loaded with presents and poor Roswell sitting in a corner twiddling his empty thumbs?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give him something. But what?
Oh, now you're talking like my own boy. Now, listen, Junior. You know that little model racing auto that you asked me to build for you?
Gosh, Pop, did you make it on the level?
Sure. You know how for the past 3 months I've been going bowling every Monday night?
Yeah?
Well, I haven't. I've been working on that model racer over at Greasy Beaster's garage.
Really, Pop?
Yep.
Gee, that's swell of you. Gee, I don't know how to thank you.
Well, you're getting too big to kiss me. But we can shake hands.
What's it like, huh, Pop?
Well, I don't want to go into any detail because it's a surprise, but it's got everything that a real automobile has got. Tires, headlights, bumpers, license plates, no gas.
Well, how big is it, Pop?
Well, it's 2 feet long. At least you can find a place to park it in Hollywood.
Oh, boy, wait till the gang sees that car.
Yeah, and Junior, that little car you're getting, you ain't getting. Because Roswell's getting it on account of you're giving it to him out of the kindness of your heart.
Oh, Pop, no, not my special racer. Oh, Pop.
Now, Junior, I ain't got no more time to argue. I'll make you another racer. I'll start right after Christmas, but right now you get busy and change the label on that red box there. Make it say, to Roswell from Santa Claus.
Gosh, don't I even get credit for giving it up?
Well, we don't want him to know it was yours, do I? Now, Junior, you do exactly like I say. And I'm certainly glad you made this decision.
Hey, Roswell's coming up the steps now.
Well, I guess we're all ready for him. I've locked up the ant poison, the matches, and the carving knife.
Open the door, Junior.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Merry Christmas, Roswell.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Come in. Come in.
Thank you very much. Just put my bags down, Parks.
Yes, sir. And your gifts, Master Roswell?
Yeah, Roswell, I've never seen so many Christmas packages. Stick them under our tree, buddy.
If you don't mind, Mr. Riley, better let me handle the man.
Oh, sure, Roswell. Man, handle the man. I mean, handle the man, sure.
You may take my presents to my suite, Parks. Oh, Mr. Riley, where is my suite?
Your suite? That's in Junior's room. It's the cot near the window.
A cot? Oh, very well. Parks, pile my presents in Junior's room. I can't require them until I leave.
Oh, but Roswell, you'll want to open your presents on Christmas when we open ours.
I hope we're not going to have a lot of nonsense about this matter of Christmas, Mrs. Riley. Personally, I've outgrown it.
But that's no way to talk, Roswell. Look at Santa Claus. He's got a beard and he ain't outgrown it.
Now, if someone will please show me to my quarters.
Yes, right this way, Roswell.
Parks, you may draw my bath. Mr. Riley, you have a tub?
No, that's just the way I'm standing.
I mean a bathtub.
Oh, sure we got a bathtub.
Roswell, the stopper is missing, so you'll have to use your big toe.
How primitive. Very well, if you'll excuse me.
Gosh, he don't want to be here any more than we want him.
Have we got a bathtub? I could slap him.
Oh, give him a break. He's probably lonely.
Fine Christmas we're going to have from the looks.
Now, listen, kids. We can't have a white Christmas in California, but that don't mean we got to have a blue one. So, everybody get merry and stay that way.
But what about Roswell, Daddy?
You just leave him to me. I'm giving Roswell a Merry Christmas if I have to pound the daylights out of him to do it.
We'll be back with the Rileys and their very difficult house guest in a moment. This is Ken Niles speaking this Christmas Eve for meat. There have been 178 American Christmas Eves since 1776. Most of them have been Christmas Eves of peace. Some have been Christmas Eves of war. There was a Christmas Eve at Valley Forge. There was a Christmas Eve in 1917. And on this Christmas Eve, too, hearts all over the nation are tense and expectant. For the red of this year's Christmas holly once more blends in many American homes with the red of service flags. At this time, the American Meat Institute and the livestock producers and farmers wish to leave only one short message with you. It is this. Our meat people pledge their hearts and hands to furnish all the meat needed and the best meat possible to our fighters on land, at sea, and in the air. That is the duty of America's meat people, and that is their pledge. And now back to the life of Riley with William Bendix as Riley. It's a little later on Christmas Eve, and Riley is trying to combine trimming the tree with a lesson on Christmas good cheer for his wealthy but discontented young house guest, Roswell Stevenson, the son of Riley's boss. Roswell, so far, shows no improvement.
Look at Roswell. Look what I'm going to put on the tree now. Popcorn stringers.
How exciting.
Yeah, Mom pops it and Babs strings it and Pop hangs it on the tree.
And on Christmas Day comes the best part.
Oh, you peddle it on the streets.
No, we eat it. Junior, hand me that war bond over there. That's the first thing I'm going to hang on a tree. And I'm going to keep hanging it there every year.
Every year, Pop?
Yep. Every year for 10 years until it's ripe. And then I'll pick it.
Pop, didn't Roswell's father give you that bond?
Yeah, it was swell of him, too. Roswell, I hope your dad likes the handkerchiefs I gave him. They may not be big enough. You see, I didn't know what size nose he's got. That's a good one, isn't it, Roswell?
Yes. I must remember to tell my father you made a joke about his nose.
Suppose we forget about it, Roswell. Hand me that box of Christmas tree ornaments there, Junior.
Oh, here, Pop.
Yeah. Classy, ain't they, Roswell? They're imported. They come from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn? Isn't that a suburb of the Bronx?
Roswell, never say that while I'm holding a hammer in my hand. Don't forget, I'm a member of the BPLA.
And what, may I ask, is the BPLA?
The Brooklyn Patriots of Los Angeles.
Oh, Pop, can I hang some of the ornaments on the tree?
Yeah, but, well, watch yourself now. They break easy. Say, here's one of my special ornaments, Roswell. Look at it. Ain't that a novelty, huh?
All I can see is a large cowboy hat.
Oh, well, look closer and you'll see Mayor LaGuardia under the hat. Here, Junior, you hang the mayor.
Okay, Pop. Oh, watch now, Roswell.
Let's see now. What do we have next here? Junior, what you done? You dropped it.
Do it again, Junior. That was fun.
I didn't drop him, Pop. He kind of exploded right in my hand.
Junior, it's bad enough you broke it without you having to make up a story.
Mr. Riley, Junior can't help it if he's clumsy. It just seemed to slip through his fingers.
It did not.
Junior, don't be contradicting Roswell when he's standing up for you.
I tell you, it kind of exploded.
Oh, come now, Junior. You were careless. Admit it. Mr. Riley, let Junior hang another ornament. It'll restore the lad's confidence.
No, I'm not going to take any more chances. I'm hanging the next one so it'll get done right.
Be careful, Pop.
15 years I had them ornaments, and they never exploded on me. All you got to do is be careful.
You show him how it's done, Mr. Riley.
Yeah, now watch, Junior. You see this glass apple?
Yeah.
First, I tied this apple on the tree. See? Now I'm letting go of it very carefully. There. See? It exploded. Look, I got glass applesauce.
I know what happened, Pop. I was watching that time. Roswell did it.
That is sheer nonsense.
He wasn't nowhere near it.
No, but he's got BB shot and a bean shooter, and he pops him with that.
Roswell, what's the idea of sniping at our Christmas tree?
It's long past my bedtime, Mr. Riley. I think I'll retire.
Roswell, come back here. Roswell, I'm giving you your choice. Either you come back here or I'm gonna...
Before you finish your sentence, Mr. Riley, may I remind you that my father is your boss and no man is indispensable? Now, what were you about to say?
I was just going to say either you come back here or else do whatever you was going to do. Before I so rudely interrupted, help me pick up the glass, Junior.
Riley?
Oh, here I am. I'm just finishing a tree. What's the matter?
Did you know Roswell's been phoning to Sun Valley?
Sun Valley? You mean that place in Idaho where people go skidding?
Skiing. Long Distance just called and said the charges on the call to Sun Valley are $6.50.
$6.50? Mm-hmm. For one phone call? If he wants to call up valleys, let him call the San Fernando Valley. It's only a nickel.
He also called Palm Springs, Arrowhead Springs, and Murrieta Springs.
Listen, I ain't working 12 hours a day to make Alexander Graham Bell rich. I won't stand for it. I'll... Hello?
Springs.
Well, wear asbestos pajamas.
I beg your pardon?
Cancel the call, please. Hot Springs. That's way back east.
Hot Springs? Oh, Riley, I see now. Roswell's been calling all these resorts to get in touch with his folks. Why, the poor boy's lonesome.
Oh, I see, yeah. Gosh, of course. That's why he's been acting so peculiar, even for him.
Oh, it's hard for a boy to think his parents deserted him on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Riley, maybe we better tell him about his mother, huh?
No. I promised Mr. Stevenson I wouldn't tell. Poor kid. I remember once I was away from home on Christmas Eve. Peg, I'm going to make one more stab at cheering him up.
Oh, yes. Show Roswell our stockings all hung up by the fireplace, and hang up his stocking, too.
Yeah. For a minute there, when he busted my ornaments, I was going to hang up both of his stockings with him in them. Well, I'll see what I can do for the little guy. Okay, now, Roswell, that place in the middle of the row is where you can hang up your stockings, right next to my 3.
Mr. Riley, such whimsy. To me, you're an interesting survivor of a species I had supposed extinct.
Yeah? I'm beginning to appeal to you, huh?
Mr. Riley, do you actually believe it's true that a fat character with a white beard travels through the air propelled by reindeer?
Well, you see, Roswell, it's a kind of a legend that you believe in. Like believing that your wife's relatives are going to pay you back the dough they borrowed.
Well, I refuse to believe in these childish legends.
Roswell, I can see you're a septic. You know, a fellow by the name of Dickens once wrote a story about Christmas, and in it there was a character just like you. His name was Stooge.
Scrooge.
Yeah, Scrooge. Well, Scrooge didn't believe in Christmas either until... Wait a minute. I'm going to read you this story. It'll do you a world of good.
Well, if you insist, Mr. Riley.
I got the book right here. A Christmas Carol. The story starts like this. Old Marley was dead.
One moment. What is the relationship between this Marley, alleged to be dead, and the character Scrooge, whom you claim I resemble?
Oh, well, they used to be partners in business.
I thought as much. And Scrooge inherited the business, eh?
Right. Now, let's start over. Old Marley was dead.
Just a moment, Mr. Riley. What were the exact circumstances of Marley's death?
Well, I don't know. Dickens don't say. And if Dickens don't know, how the Dickens should I know?
Then what is your authority for claiming that Marley is dead at all?
Okay, then he ain't dead. But at the moment, he's just too stubborn to breathe. Anyway, what do you care how Marley died?
Well, obviously, since Scrooge inherited Marley's business, I can plainly see that Scrooge is going to be accused of his partner's murder.
No, Roswell. This ain't no murder mystery. It's a beautiful story about Christmas. You see, Marley's ghost comes back and haunts Scrooge, see?
You mean that this Dickens wants us to believe that a ghost actually materializes? And that Scrooge sees the ectoplasm?
I don't know from no ectoplasm. They didn't even have blood banks in them days. Listen, Roswell, look, instead of reading you a Christmas carol, I'm going to do like Marley's ghost did with Scrooge. I'm going to take you all around town and show you how other people do at Christmas.
Indeed.
Yeah. Only instead of flying through the air like the ghost done, we're going to ride on buses, which is even more frightening. I guess you never seen this part of town before, huh, Roswell?
I don't want to see it now.
I brought you here to learn something. You've been feeling sorry for yourself and lonesome. I guess you got plenty of reason. But these people are really lonesome. Man's got to be awful shy on real friends before he looks for company down here on Skid Row. But even down here, they're getting ready for Christmas. Look in this place. It's a church.
A church? It's nothing but an old store.
You can't always tell a church by the architecture. Remember, Christmas didn't start in a cathedral. Look in here through the door. You want to go in a while?
No. I don't care to mingle with people like those.
People like them, Roswell, are all members of the human race, which I am also. Maybe if you live long enough and learn fast enough, someday we'll put you up for membership. Okay, Roswell, take a gander down this street. That's quite a sight, ain't it? See all them push carts lined up?
What junk.
Yeah, but cheap, Roswell. And people who can't afford no better buy their Christmas presents off them carts. Sometimes they spend the last money they got so somebody won't go without nothing for Christmas. Look at the old man buying a toy, that guy in the raggedy coat there.
I suppose some child will consider that toy quite amusing.
Some kid will think it's wonderful. Wait a minute. He can't buy it. He ain't got enough money even for that. Probably costs a nickel too much.
Mr. Riley, quick. Let's buy the contents of that pushcart and lower the prices. Call that man back.
He won't get far away. But that's quite an idea, Roswell. And I wouldn't wonder if you just hadn't bought yourself the biggest bargain that ever come off a pushcart. You just bought a piece of Santa Claus. Look, Roswell. See that lighted up window with the Christmas candle burning in it?
There's a star in the window, too.
Yeah. Stars on a service flag. I know the folks in there. They used to have a boy at home to help them keep Merry Christmas. Tonight, they don't know just where he is or when he'll be coming home. But they don't tell each other they're worried, and they keep the Christmas candle burning so that no one will think they're down about it. You want to rest a while, Roswell? We could sit on this park bench here.
All right. Mr. Riley, you've shown me some interesting places tonight. Did you have a reason for coming to this park?
Well, yeah, Roswell. I guess it's time I told you something. Maybe I oughtn't to, but I got a hunch it's the right thing to do. Listen, your father ain't out of town having a good time, Roswell.
He isn't?
He told you that so as not to spoil Christmas for you. But I think you'd be happier taking your share of the trouble.
Is my father in trouble? Where is he? Where is he?
You see that bench near the sidewalk? Under the streetlight. See the fellow sitting in it, all hunched over? That's your father.
Why? What's he doing there? Where's my mother?
He's waiting for news about her. That building across the street, it's a hospital.
You mean my mother's in there?
No. Take it easy. This is where you either add to your pa's trouble or help him carry the load.
Mr. Riley, I want to go to my father and help him wait. I'll be all right. And I ought to be with him.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Sonny. It'll be good to see you. You're okay, Roswell. I always figured you was, even though you was working so hard to hide it.
For goodness sake, Riley, where have you been? Where's Roswell?
He's coming up our front walk with his old man.
He found his father?
Well, they kind of found each other, more ways than one. Listen, Peg, I got swell news. Mrs. Stevenson's going to be okay. We just heard.
Oh.
So I made him come back here with me now.
Oh, isn't that nice? Oh, come in, Mr. Stevenson. I've just heard the good news.
Hello, Mrs. Riley. Wonderful, isn't it?
Here, Dad, take this chair. It's been quite an ordeal for my father, you know.
Yeah, but it's okay now. It's going to be a Merry Christmas for everybody now. Hey, let's light up the Christmas tree, huh?
Oh, it won't light, Daddy. We tried everything. It just won't light.
It won't light? Well, it's got to light. I wired it myself.
Oh, pardon me. Maybe this will help you.
Roswell, what's that you took out of your pocket? The fuse to the Christmas tree lights. Roswell, Babs, run put this back in the fuse box so that we can light the tree.
Hey, what's going on?
We're starting Merry Christmas, Junior. Give Roswell that present you got for him.
No, let me give you one, Junior. Here's a big package that says to Roswell from Santa Claus. I want you to have this, Junior.
Gee, thanks, Roswell. Gosh, Pop, that's the racer I was giving him.
Don't say nothing. Give him something else. Go on.
Roswell, I hope you like turtles because here's one I got today. Merry Christmas.
A live turtle? Junior, it's just what I wanted. Merry Christmas.
Oh, listen to the bells. It really is Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Dumpling.
Oh, the same
Merry
to you,
Christmas,
dear.
Mrs. Stevenson.
Merry
Christmas, Junior.
Merry Christmas, Bob.
Dad.
Merry Christmas,
Roswell.
Merry Christmas, Mr.
Riley,
Riley.
why are you opening the window?
I want everybody to hear what I'm going to say next. Come on now, all together, everybody. From everybody in our house to everybody in your house.
Merry Christmas.
Before Riley comes back, I want to say Merry Christmas to the mothers and wives of America who have cooperated so splendidly in choosing available meat cuts when their favorite meat cuts were scarce. Merry Christmas to the stock raisers of America who have raised the greatest quantity of meat animals in the history of our country. Merry Christmas to the meat packers of America who have prepared and processed the greatest tonnage of meat on record, even though more than 75,000 of its skilled workers have gone to war. Merry Christmas to the meat retailers of America, who have worked hard and fairly to make the meat supply go around. And Merry Christmas to the Council on Foods and Nutrition of the American Medical Association, which accepts this statement. Meat is a yardstick of protein foods because meat measures up to every protein need. And now, a word from the star of our show, Riley himself, William Bendix.
With a terrible war plaguing the whole world, this is not a very Merry Christmas. In too many places, the lights are not shining tonight. So perhaps now is the time for all of us to pledge our hearts and our hands to the cause for which our brothers fight, to freedom, to justice and equality, for all men of goodwill everywhere, so that one day soon we all once more may share a Merry Christmas.
Of Riley next week at the same time. Riley throws a New Year's Eve party with hilarious results. William Bendix plays Riley by arrangement with Hal Roach. This is Ken Niles saying, see you next week. And don't forget, stay tuned to the Blue Network for Keeping Up with the World, which follows immediately.
This is the Blue Network. 7:30 at KECA, Los Angeles. Transcribed.
Your signal dealer gives the best of service for your car to keep it running smoother and help it last the war. Cars last longer, service signals way, so change to friendly signal dealer starting in today.
Welcome back. I really enjoyed this episode. What I think made it so great is how they never got far away from the future, from the humor, which made the show work, even as Riley was teaching Roswell this important life lesson, informing him that he might be able to join the human race if he stays on good behavior. It is worth noting that I think that during the war era, Writers gave Riley a bit more respect than they would in later years because of his position as a war worker, which had him, these episodes, he had a stronger relationship with the management of his plant, which we see play out in this episode. All right, well, tomorrow we take a listen to what American forces heard one Christmas during the war. You'll want to be sure and listen, because in this case, the American people that day got to listen in. We'll tell you all about it tomorrow. Today we present our 4th Christmas episode, and this one is truly special. Most of the time, Command Performance brought American service personnel a great half-hour show. However, each year at Christmas, they pulled out all the stops. I could easily choose either 43 or 44, but I'm going to play the Christmas show from 1942 for 2 reasons. The first was that the 43 and 44 Christmas shows were 2 hours each, which is a little bit long for this format. And the second reason is that I think pound for pound, this one really has just so much great talent in it. Oh, and if I would add a third reason, it was that this episode was actually simulcast to the American people at home, so they could have the experience of hearing exactly what their loved ones overseas were hearing at Christmas time. There are probably a lot of explanatory notes I could give you about this show, and it would take a long time either before or after. I'll hit 2 highlights, and then if you have any questions, just feel free to email. The first thing I'll mention is that Charlie McCarthy was a wooden dummy. Edgar Bergen was a great ventriloquist, managed to be very successful playing both parts of the comedy team during the golden age of radio. Another important thing to note was that Jack Benny and Fred Allen, who you'll hear tonight, had a long-running feud that saw the 2 great comedians constantly knocking each other. In real life, they were friends. The hopped-up feud was good for both their ratings and a lot of fun. With that said, let's go ahead and take a listen to a great program, Command Performance from Christmas Eve.
Performance USA, the greatest entertainers in America, as requested by you, the fighting men of the United States Armed Forces throughout the world. Command Performance, presented this week and every week till it's over there. And hunt. Army and Marine Corps, count off. Navy and Coast Guard, hit the decks. All United Nations stand by for its Command Performance time in the USA. All during 1942, Uncle Sam's shortwave stations and radio networks of the United Nations have been shooting out this big show to you guys who are shooting it out with the Axis. From the fog-bound Aleutians to the steaming jungles of the South Pacific, you've written thousands of letters to Command Performance, and the letters were answered in person. Well, there's a victory committee here in Hollywood whose pledge to that worldwide victory committee of yours is, buddy, your request is our command. For this 1 hour on Christmas Eve, a man and woman you call Mom and Dad become part of your show. For tonight, for the first time over the 4 great networks and independent stations, the War Department of the United States of America presents Command Performance. At this moment, the Chief of the Office of War Information has a brief message. Go ahead, Washington and Elmer Davis.
On this Christmas Eve, all over the world, American soldiers, sailors, Marines, and nurses are listening to this program as they have listened for almost a year past. But tonight, it serves as a link between them and us at home. We're all hearing it, the whole American people, whether in the cities or on the farms or on ships at sea or in army camps or at the front. This program is nothing new for the men of the armed forces. For 40-odd weeks, they have heard these specially produced command performances sent to them by shortwave. And we have reason to believe that they think of it particularly as their program. What they want, what they ask for, the famous entertainers who have appeared on these weekly broadcasts have done their best to supply. Tonight, because it is Christmas Eve, and a Christmas Eve when a good many American families can't be together as they used to be, tonight the War Department has invited us to come together, all of us, as listeners to this program. For the first time, it is heard in this country, exactly as it is heard by the men and women who are serving the country abroad. In North Africa, in New Guinea and the Solomons, in China and India and Ireland, in Alaska and Hawaii, in Iceland and Panama, wherever on this Christmas Eve the American flag is flying. They're probably thinking about home tonight, most of them. Home which they are not likely to see again until the war is won. They are doing all they can to win it, and they have already written some glorious pages in American history. But the war won't be won until and unless we who are at home do our share too, making whatever sacrifices we must and working together as hard as we can. Whatever sacrifices may be asked of us as a necessary contribution to victory are trivial compared to what our men are doing at the front. Yes, and trivial compared to the sacrifices that are required of the civilian population of every other nation in this war. It's that kind of war, the kind of war that we can't win unless all of us, civilians as well as soldiers, do just as much as we can. So I hope that when the men overseas think of home tonight, they'll think of it as a place where all of us are doing our best, doing all we can to help them who are doing so much more toward the common purpose of complete victory. And now, command performance, dedicated to our armed forces over there.
Thank you, Elmer Davis, and to OWI for your cooperation with tonight's command performance. And men, hang on to your GI hats as your star-packed Christmas show starts rolling out of Hollywood with that Rolling Stone who's gathered millions of friends in the United Nations, the commanding officer of command performance and your master of ceremonies, Bob Hope.
For letting you. Now, but fellas, let's start answering that GI Christmas mail to command performance. For you 20 pigeon experts in the amazing unit of APO 958, for Sergeant Sy and the mob in India, for Dutch Burkholder and you 25 men in Ward J in that Pearl Harbor Hospital, and for all of you down in the Caribbean, here's the #1 trio of the AEF, the Pennsylvania Polka and the Andrews Sisters. Wraps up that little thing. Thank you, Andrews Sisters, and thanks to a really terrific guy, Alfred Newman, who's conducting the orchestra tonight. Well, gang, old Sam. And that's with no prompting, Al. Well, gang, old Sam the mailman has brought command performance a truckload of your letters asking to hear from a kid named Junior. So, by worldwide command of the AEF, Harriet Hilliard and Red Skelton.
Hiya, fellas, and Merry Christmas. And being Christmas, we naturally have a lady and her little boy. Thank you. It's very early on Christmas morning, so Harriet, you be my mother, and I'll be the mean little kid. Hey, Mummy, are you awake?
Oh, Junior, it's only 4 o'clock. Go back to sleep till daylight.
Hey, Mummy, where'd I come from?
Sears and Roebuck. And go back to sleep.
Sheridan Roebuck, he's dead. That's silly. I told Small, I bet they got me from a cut-weight drugstore.
Junior, will you stop mumbling to yourself and turn over?
I can't turn over.
Why not?
My chain don't reach that far.
Oh, Junior, don't say that. You're not chained.
Oh, no?
No.
What's that, the bells of St. Mary? Hey, Mommy, I can't sleep anymore. I want to go see my toys. I want to see what Santa Claus bought me. I'll get up,
What
too.
are you doing?
I'm getting up. I got one leg in me pants, and I gotta keep hopping around till I catch the other one. Come on, I'll catch it. I'll catch it. Oh, boy, now we'll catch it. Boy, I better get back in bed but quick.
Junior, you're going to get it if you wake your father. He didn't get to sleep until late.
Oh, that's nothing new.
Junior, did you happen to hear your father come home last night?
Who didn't? Boy, he's getting better, though. It only took 8 cops to bring him in this time.
Oh, Junior, how can you say things like that?
Oh, it's easy once you know how.
Something tells me you're looking for a spanking.
Yeah, some tell me I don't have to look very far, either.
Go back to sleep.
Now, let me get up or I will tell.
You'll tell what?
I will tell everybody you used to be a prize fighter.
I was not.
Oh, no? Hey, Battler, you're on next.
I'm worried at a bump. Now you're going to get it.
Oh, you hit me, you hit me. You broke me with a whip. You broke me with a whip.
I broke your what?
Me hip, hip, hip.
Hooray! I guess I'll have to get up, too.
Yeah.
Get dressed and wash your face, and I'll take you down to breakfast.
Okay. Oh, boy.
But did you wash your face like I told you?
Yeah. Watch me with the ears, too. Look.
I am looking, and it's awful.
Well, gee, you can't get rid of that dust bowl in one day, you know. I think I'll go downstairs.
You won't peek at the presents, will you?
You don't know me very well, does he, Paul? Oh, well, here I is all alone. Gee, look how that banister looks. Kind of dusty to me. I think I'll slide down and dust it off.
Junior, what did you break?
You know that vase has been handed down from generation to generation?
Yes?
Next generation's going to have to use a dickie cup. I think I will go out in the kitchen and fix my own breakfast. That's what I will do. I will pour the cereal into this little dish. Oh, and it's from Mummy's clothes set, too.
Junior! Meow. Oh, that darn cat.
It always works, Boy, I wish that old cat have kittens and I can increase production. Now I will crawl in the icebox and get me some milk. Oh, boy, I love milk. Oh, the door closed. How about that? That little light does go out. Oh, boy, it's a good thing it didn't lock. Now I will pour the milk over the cereal. I hope it kind of crickles and pops. Oh, boy, I love that kind of crickles and pops. Kind of stale, ain't it? Now, I wonder what Santa Claus brought me. I think I will sneak in the other room. If I do, I will receive a chastising. I shall attempt it. Oh, boy. Look at all them presents. Oh,
Junior, you weren't supposed to look at them.
Yeah.
But now that you've seen them, I guess it's all right.
Oh, boy, let's open them up. Open them up, Mummy. Let's see. Open them up. Come on. Oh, boy, look. A drum, a bicycle, a train, and some little toy soldiers. Oh, dear. Oh, dear me. I just happened to think.
Of what, Junior?
I'll have to wait 365 days before I hit the jackpot again.
Very good, Red. Very fine, Harriet. Well, gang, all during the past week, Spike Jones and the City Slickers have been haunting our local junk shops looking for toy instruments on which to beat out a famous old Christmas tune so many of you have asked for. So here it is, Jingle Bells, melted down and recast by that sensational novelty band, Spike Jones and the City Slickers.
Snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, hardly a toe.
Whoa, Comet! Whoa, Cupid! Whoa, Dunder and Blitzen! I gotta straighten out this fireplace one of these days.
That, huh? Who brought that barrage balloon in here? Say, when you were in school, fellas, the great thrill was to be a star and win your letter. But the letter that thrills the Hollywood star these days is the one you write from over there. And speaking of stars and letters, here's one of Command Performance's four-lettered stars with letters from the Army, the Navy, the Marine Corps, and the Coast Guard, Ginny Sims.
Thanks, Bob. Hello, fellows. Love to Brodeur in Hawaii and your mother in Massachusetts. And to Dave Thorley and the radio girls in Argentia, Newfoundland. And Christmas cheer to the southern gentlemen on the north end of the Alaskan highway. And say, Charlie Eaton, how are things in Egypt? Eldridge, what's new in New Delhi? Corporal Brubaker in Australia, you're doing just fine. And love from Anne. Now, I brought all of you a little gift tied with the heartstrings of that girl back home. It's called Saving Myself for Bill. Thank you for the invitation. Dancing always gives me a thrill, but my heart wouldn't be in it, not even a minute. I'm saving myself for Bill. Since I left him at the station, other things are practically new. I'm saving myself for Bill. Out there somewhere there's a lock of my hair in his pocket, in a locket. This ring I wear shows how deeply I care for Bill. This ring I wear shows how deeply I care for Bill.
Very sweet, Jenny. Very good. And now, fellas, Command Performance answers mail from every corner of every one of the United Nations. It's the old groaner himself, Bing Crosby. Darn nice of you to dress.
Formal tonight, formal.
Formal? You got a shirt on. Is that a shirt? You get into bed quickly, don't you, huh?
Thank you, thank you. Season's greetings, fellows, and a Merry Christmas to you, High Horn.
Merry Christmas to you, short, squat, and melodic. Say, you know, you're going to wear those earmuffs all during the show. Look,
my cheek chicory. You don't like my cheek chicory?
Your cheek chicory?
Yeah.
Well, shut it. You know, Cross, we've been on a lot of radio programs together. Big ones, small ones, long wave, short wave. But Command Performance tonight is going to be different from anything we've ever done before.
Oh, you mean I'm going to get a few laughs?
Well, not that different, no. Say, Cross, you were a little late coming down to the studio. Where were you?
Well, you know how Christmas Eve is, Bob, with the kids and everything. I was home.
Yeah? How are things out of Boys Town?
Oh, they're rugged, Bob. Very rugged.
Yes, they are.
Tell the truth, I'm a little worried.
Worried?
Mm-hmm. You know, I'm dressing up as Santa Claus tomorrow, and I'm afraid the kids will recognize me. I don't want that.
Don't worry, Claus. The minute you put on that Santa Claus suit, nobody will recognize you.
Why not?
It'll be the first time in 20 years you've worn a coat and pants that match. Don't miss that.
It'll be the first time I had a coat.
But seriously, Bing, to get back to the program tonight, I can't get over this Command Performance. Imagine we're being heard by close to 1 billion people in nearly 30 countries.
Brother, when you lay an egg tonight, it's an international omelet, isn't it? Bob, I want to tell you this hookup is nothing compared to the radio we're going to have when this war is over. We'll have television all over the world.
Television, huh?
That's right, Bob. People will be able not only to hear you, but see you. They can use their eyes and their ears.
Well, do you think they'll appreciate my jokes just as well?
They got noses, haven't they?
Oh, it'll be a great world. Just think of the possibilities in aviation alone.
Why, it'll be fantastic. Everything will be different. The planes will be so thick in the sky you won't be able to see the sun.
Well, in California, what's so different about that? Thank you, tourists. Thank you. Where were we?
I tremble to think, though, Bob. You know, with all those planes up in the sky, do you think the stork will be able to find his way
to your house blindfolded? I understand you're making him go around to the servants' entrance now. Is that right? Go ahead.
Oh, it's going. Trapped again. You beast.
I had it. It's an ad lib from my writers. Go ahead.
It's going to be a great world, a grand world after the war. You know what I'm going to do?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to build myself a brand new house, and I'm going to paper every room with the music of one of the famous songs of the war.
Say, that sounds like a novel idea. What are you going to use?
Well, I thought in my trophy room, I'll put Praise the Lord and Pass the Ammunition. And by the telephone, I'll put I Came Here to Talk for Joe. And in the card room, I'll put Be Careful, It's My Heart.
Well, where are you going to put Der Fuhrer's face? Are you kidding? We just didn't know how to time that, did we, old boy? Well, I guess that takes care of post-war planning, but right now I've got a little request here from some of the lads over there. Ready to cut one, Bing?
Well, get me on, Dad.
Okay. Okay, fellas. The old groaner is ambling over to the post to team up with a quartet that's a sure thing in Harlem and down Park Avenue.
Where's the quartet?
And wherever you guys hear Command Performance. It's the Charioteers and Bing Crosby and Basin Street Blues.
Now won't you come along with me?
Now won't you come along with me?
Down the Mississippi.
Down the Mississippi.
We'll take a boat
to the land of dreams. Steam down the river down to New Orleans. There's gonna be a band there to meet us. There's a band there to meet us. Oh, friends to greet us. Oh, friends to greet us. That's where the old and the young folks meet. Heaven on earth, they call it Basin Street. Basin Street, that's the street where all the light dark folks meet. Down in New Orleans, land of dreams. You never know how nice it seems, or just how much it really means. Glad to be, yes sirree, where welcome's free and dear to me, where I can lose those doggone Basin Street blues. Play a little of that piano on the air, will you, Jim? James Sherman. Lovely, lovely. Talk to me. Now that was some sort of an excursion. Just a new kind of a diversion. Just a new kind of a diversion. You have to admit that they swing out real sweet. Heaven on earth, they call it Basin Street. Heaven on earth, they call it Basin Street.
Thank you, Bing and the Charioteers. Well, fellas, the last command performance of this series will come from Berlin, with Hitler, Mussolini, and Tojo singing their swan song. And you guys in North Africa are printing tickets right now for that big show. And in honor of your work, we're honored to present a favorite of all Americans in this all-American fight for freedom, our beloved blues singer, Ethel Waters.
Thank you, Bob Hope, and God's blessings on all you boys over there. And now, folks, I'd like to sing the song I introduced in good old New York City in 1924, Dinah. Dinah, is there anyone finer?
And hear the birdies say good morning, like they used to say good morning in my Carolina home. Oh, Dinah, with them Dixie eyes blazing, who would love to see them gazing to the eyes of Dinah Lee? Yes, every night, my, how I shake with pride because my dynamite change your mind about me. That's why I'm gonna wake up one morning. Hear them birdies say good morning. I would hop on ocean liner, just to be with Dinah. Yes, believe with Dinah Lee.
Thank you, Ethel Waters. It seems that practically every man overseas has written into Command Performance asking what's going to happen when Santa Claus meets up with Charlie McCarthy. Well, brethren of the AEF, there you have the $64 question. Presenting Charles Lawton with Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy.
It's Christmas Eve in the Edgar Bergen, Charlie McCarthy household. Charlie has just dozed off waiting for Santa Claus. Edgar has prevailed upon his good friend Charles Lawton to dress up as Santa to fool the little fellow. As we look in now, we see that Santa Claus Lawton has just arrived.
Oh. Well, here we are. Hello, Charles.
Hello, Edgar.
Say, it's awfully sporting of you to dress up like that and come over tonight.
You know, I've always wanted to put something over on that little tyke. How is Charlie, anyway?
Oh, he's fast asleep waiting for Santa Claus.
Oh, he's such a cute little fella. Just look at him. I'll bet he's in dreamland. What is more beautiful, Edgar, than the innocence of youth?
I wonder what he's dreaming about.
Oh, Hetty, my darling.
Hey, Lawton, now you go over to the fireplace and pretend that you've just slid down the chimney, and I'll wake up Charlie. Now, don't trip over those andirons, will you?
All right, Edgar. It's terribly dark in here. I can't...
Well, are you ready? Yeah. Now, let's not have any scenes. No temper, you know.
Oh, no, don't worry about me, Edgar. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Okay.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Ow!
Who's there? Who's there?
Darn those andirons, breaking my leg around here. I'll sue somebody for this.
Why, Charlie, look.
Wow, why, it's Santa Claus. No.
Oh, yes, so it is. Ho, 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 I'm old Saint Nick. I'm a jolly, jolly fellow.
Yeah.
Ho, ho, ho.
All right. Don't knock yourself out about it. How did you get in here anyway? Now, don't give me that routine about the chimney.
Oh, so you don't believe I came down the chimney, huh?
No. Well, when I look at you...
Yes?
And then I look at the fireplace...
Yes?
It can't be done, that's all.
Now, stop this nonsense, Charlie. Why, Santa Claus has come all the way from the North Pole.
Yeah? So, Sandy, how are things with your toy shop? Have you run into any priority trouble?
Oh, dear me, no. We keep very busy. I have a lot of helpers. Little men, 2 feet high.
2 feet high. Yeah. What do you think of that? Well, you ought to go easy on that stuff, whatever it is. Say, Santa Claus, what do you got in your hand there, that little bag?
Oh,
there?
just some candy, Charlie. Just some candy.
Oh, and how about giving me a piece of it?
Why, of course, Sonny. Help yourself. Have one.
Let's see. What kind have you got here?
Those green ones are good.
Oh, you have some licorice ones, too, haven't
The green ones have nice, chewy centers.
What's the matter with your licorice ones?
I like them.
Well, I like like 'em too, so I'll take myself a mittful.
Take your mitts off those and I'll break your arm.
Santa Claus, please, now remember.
Oh, yes,
Jolly,
yes,
jolly,
I'm old St. Nick. I'm a jolly fellow.
Well, what have you got for me?
Well, I have a big bag full of presents, Charlie, as usual.
What do you mean, as usual? Well, what you gave me last year, you could have slipped under the door. And besides, I don't think you're Santa Claus, if you ask me.
I'm Santa Claus, and I'll blast anyone who says I'm not.
Santa Claus, please. Ho, ho,
ho, ho, ho, ho. I'm old St. Nick. I'm a jolly fellow.
You're a phony, that's what you are. You're a
I'll
fake.
tear you limb from twig.
Now, Santa Claus, look what you're doing. Remember yourself.
Look at me. I'll be so excited my stomach has slipped its moorings.
Not only that, but your caboose is loose, too. All right.
Charlie, will you please remember you're talking to Santa Claus?
Somehow I just can't believe that it's him.
Well, if I'm not Santa Claus, then who am I?
Well, your voice... You know who you sound like?
Who?
A fella named Charles Lawton. He does a little picture work around town. Small parts.
Look, I've got press clippings that prove otherwise. After all, I'm a pretty famous fellow.
Ho, ho, ho. Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho.
So I remind you of Charles Lawton, do I? Tell me, do I look like him?
Oh, you're not that homely.
Why, you nasty little snitch.
Why, Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho.
Nuts to ho, ho.
Oh. It is Mr. Lawton, that's who it is. We was robbed.
No. Well, Mr. Lawton almost got away with it, didn't he?
I had you fooled for a little while, didn't I, Charlie?
You didn't fool me. You know, I recognized you under that jaw grass.
How did you know it was me?
Well, how did I know it was you? After all, Chuck, there's only one Lawton.
Oh, do you really think so, Charlie? That's very nice of you.
And the way you played the part of Santa Claus.
Oh, thanks very much. It was pretty good, wasn't it?
Oh, you made him live.
Well, thank you very much,
yes,
Charlie. Very nice.
Yes. No one but Lawton could have hammed it up like you did.
Well, buckle on your safety belts, gang, for we're taking off with one of the bands that rates tops with the AEF. Led by the man who's played so many Army camps that the total number is almost a military secret. Another command performance for the old Fez himself, Kay Kaiser.
Thank you. Well, Merry Christmas to 44 engineers at APO 861, and ditto to you medics at 514. Hi there, Mr. Law, over in England. Things are hunky-dory in Alabama. Yes, sir. Howdy to the Ridge Runners at APO 862. And good hunting to you Marines down south. Mighty nice of you all to invite us to your big Christmas Eve show, and we'd like to play the tune for you that I understand is the theme of you men out there. Praise the Lord and pass the...
Thank you to Kay Kaiser and the whole gang. You know, by ocean liner, New Caledonia is 9,000 miles from 42nd Street. And Trinidad, a long way from 3rd and Main, but your letters tell us that command performance is your bridge between the AEF and the USA. No blacked-out bridge, but bright with your favorite stars. One of these stars is a girl who's often crossed over to sing for you in the jungles of Panama and the white wastes of Iceland. She's making still another trip tonight. Fellas, Dinah Shore.
Hiya, fellas. Well, it's not the same old Christmas Eve without you. But when we take down those little trees in that front room you left behind, the lights will keep on burning in that window in our hearts. My New Year's resolution is to keep on answering those wonderful letters you write to me, care of Command Performance. So for the Flying Fortress Mob at APO 875, for Colonel Ned in Alaska, for good old Pat Wing 7, for all the jungle mutters down in Panama, for Hayes and Snyder and the Air Force gang in China, for Mac, Red, Clancy, and T-Bone, somewhere north of the farthest point north, for Colonel Ed, Marge, and Little Shug, and for all of you everywhere, this suggestion. As long as you're not in love with anyone else, why don't you fall in love with me?
as long as you're not in love with anyone else. Please, why don't you fall for me? You're driving me crazy, baby, trying to guess. Will you tell me no, or will you tell me yes? You gotta go overboard for someone someday. Believe it or not, it's bound to be. As long as you're not in love with anyone else, why don't you fall in love with me?
Yes, that's mighty oily, Dinah. Well, men, for a long time, Jack Benny has been feuding with Fred Allen. But thousands of you guys in the AEF have commanded that on this Christmas Eve, the feud should be patched up. And right this minute, the Martins and the Coys of radio are holding a special peace conference in New York. So hello, New York. Command performance ready for Fred Allen and Jack Benny.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, from New York City, we bring you two lads who, after a 7-year misunderstanding, have reunited in the spirit of the Christmas season. So here they are, folks, those two entertaining boys, the old vaudeville team of Jack Benny and Fred Allen.
Thank you. Pardon me, Mr. Announcer, but I think you have that billing a little wrong. The proper way to announce this act is Fred Allen and Jack Benny. You see, my name comes first.
What do you mean, your name first?
Well, if you will remember, Mr. B, I paid the room rent today. We are not sleeping on the fire escape tonight.
Oh, that's right. Introduce us again, Mr. Wells.
If you will.
Okay, thank you. So here they are, folks, those two entertaining boys, the old vaudeville team of Fred Allen and Jack Benny.
Thank you.
Hey, wait a minute. I just happened to think of something. Mr. Announcer, my name should come first.
Your name?
Yeah, you see, I'm the guy that got our tuxedos out of hock. Remember?
Oh, that's right. That's
if it wasn't for me, you'd be here in your underwear tonight.
You wouldn't even be here, Mr. Benny.
Wait just a minute. I can straighten this whole thing out very easily. Here they are, folks. Those two hams, Blue Eyes and Nasal Hazel.
Say, Jack, people this is great, isn't it? 3 receptions and we haven't done anything yet.
Wonderful, yeah.
People are certainly, I wanted to get a little joke in if you don't mind.
No.
People are certainly saving their tires these days. You know, I was riding down 42nd Street there this afternoon on a streetcar, and Henry Ford got on.
Fred, wait a minute. Bob Hope just did that joke in Hollywood.
Well, I know, Jack, but there's 3 hours difference in time. That joke didn't even get here yet.
See, I thought you were just giving it another chance. You know? Freddie, Freddie, I'm sorry that
don't laugh if you're sorry. Play the if you're acting, if you're sorry.
Look, Freddie, I'm terribly sorry that I argued with you over our billing.
Well, I'm sorry, too, Jackie. After all, this is Christmas Eve.
Yes, sir. And, Freddie, you know what the greatest thing in the world is today? It isn't money, is it?
No, it isn't. And it isn't butter, Jackie.
And it isn't sugar.
No, it isn't sugar, Jackie.
I tell you, Fred, the greatest thing in the world today is friendship.
You're right, Jack. Friendship.
If you're ever in a jam, here I am. If you're ever in a mess, SOS. happy you land in jail, I'm your bail. It's friendship, friendship. Just a perfect friendship. When other friendships have been forgot, ours will still be hot. La-la-la-la, dig, dig, dig. Oh, Freddie.
Yes, Jack?
I understand there's a shortage of fat.
Why don't you turn in your head? If you're ever up a tree, phone to me, I'm on key.
If you're ever down a well, ring my bell.
If you're ever lose your teeth and you're out to dine, borrow mine.
It's friendship, friendship. Just a perfect friendship. When other friendships have been forgate, ours will still be great. La-la-la-la, chop, chop, chop.
Oh, Jack.
Yes, Freddie.
I understand there's a shortage of heads.
Well, why don't you turn in one of yours? If they ever black your eyes, don't be wise.
If they ever cook your goose, turn me loose.
If they ever put a bullet right through your brain, I'll complain. It's friendship, friendship. Just a perfect friendship. When other friendships have been forgiven, ours will still be it. It's friendship, friendship. Just a perfect friendship. When other friendships have been forgot, ours will be the nuts. Loddle, doddle, doddle, hep, hep, hep. Oh, Merry Christmas.
On the advice of our lawyers, ladies and gentlemen, we return you to Hollywood.
Well, men, this is Bob Hope, speaking from the USA. You know, this is the land that not long ago had boundaries. An ocean on one side and an ocean on the other. Douglas firs and deep snow and good fishing to the north. Blue water and lilacs and hot weather and cotton fields to the south. You lived and worked inside those boundaries and thought it would always be that way. You worked at the shoe store in Peoria. Yet tonight you're over there in England and North Africa, and you fly hell out of your bomber and go through God-made storms of snow and rain and man-made storms of steel and fire. And then you write home to this radio program and say, please do a song for me. You were the clerk in the local grocery store, the young doctor starting out, the history teacher in Grand Rapids, the mechanic at the corner garage. Yet tonight you're blacked out on a freighter or standing guard over your brother along a path in the jungle. You were the guy who had never been to Nevada. Yet tonight you're at home in Fairbanks, New Delhi, and Chongqing. But well, that's the way it goes these days. For the boundaries of land and water have vanished from all nations. And in their place, a single boundary of freedom is moving across the earth as God meant it to be. But because of guys like you, when we think of America, we still think of Douglas firs. Because you guys are like those Douglas firs. And you're like the good fishing in the lakes and Coney Island and the cornfields and smokestacks. And you're like the little towns with the red water towers, and like Mount Rainier and Yellowstone and Highway 66, because all those things are American. They were part of you when you left, and they will still be part of you when you come back. The stuff that makes Americans. And, brother, they don't make better stuff anywhere in the world.
Performance USA, the greatest entertainers in America, answering the personal requests of the AEF and our friends in the United Nations. All the personalities on Command Performance, as on all our programs, give their services to the cooperation of the Hollywood Victory Committee. Speaking for the AEF, we express thanks to the American radio industry, to the Office of War Information, and to the many persons who contributed to this special Christmas Eve edition of Command Performance. The entire cast, the studio audience, and the nation will stand at attention. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Has been a presentation of the War Department of the United States of America. These are the radio networks and stations of the United Nations.
Welcome back. Well, as often was the case, a very eloquent closing from. Welcome back. Well, as often was the case, a very eloquent closing from Bob Hope. And what a great Christmas show. I could think of probably a couple of acts I would have liked to have heard here. One being Jimmy Durante, but it's amazing they got all that into an hour. Just incredible. Of course, this program wasn't heard by all servicemen. Indeed, there were many service personnel who were in prisoner of war camps throughout the war. What was their Christmas like? Well, we'll find out tomorrow. Be sure and join us and listen in as we continue our look at Christmas. There are a few places where it would be harder to have a Merry Christmas than in a prisoner of war camp. The conditions were bad. Morale at best would always be a challenge. Plus, word from home comes very sparingly, and word on what's going on in the war also comes sparingly. People just want to go home and hope that the Allies will come and liberate them any day. On December 16th of 1944, events happened that put a damper on already difficult morale in POW camps, as what we call the Battle of the Bulge saw Allied forces being pushed back as the Germans advanced to France, Belgium, and Luxembourg. The story of what happened that Christmas in one POW camp wasn't something that could have been known during the war. There was a story that was told. And so we'll head to an episode of Cavalcade of America from 1952, December the 16th, that tells the incredible tale of Barbed Wire Christmas.
The DuPont Company of Wilmington, Delaware, makers of better things for better living through chemistry, presents the Cavalcade of America. Our play is Barbed Wire Christmas, based on the true experiences of GIs in a German prisoner of war camp. Our star, Edmund O'Brien. Time, a few days before Christmas, 1944. The place, an American prisoner of war camp, deep in Germany. In the snow-covered compound, a group of American prisoners stand shivering in the icy wind, waiting for morning roll call.
Achtung! Achtung! When you hear this whistle, you'll come to attention.
A message from the Commandant.
At the eve of Christmas, the curfew will be extended to 1 o'clock. Take notice. It's eve of Christmas only. On all other nights, as usual, any prisoner found outside barracks will be shot.
This is the story of that Christmas Eve. A Christmas that I and 4,000 other American enlisted men spent in a German prison camp. We lived in flimsy barracks, surrounded by barbed wire and trigger-happy German guards. We were forever cold and wet and hungry. And I mean really hungry. My name is Peterson, Sergeant Bert Peterson. As the elected leader of the 150 men of Barrack 35B, my main problem was to keep us all alive until the Allied armies came for us. And now, with another horrible German winter beginning, the only thing that kept us from doing something desperate and suicidal was our conviction that it wouldn't be too long now. Most of us kept up our hopes, but some, like a kid from West Virginia named Nick, liked to sit around the barrack and worry about it.
Hey, Pete, how long you think it'll be, huh? I mean, before we get out.
I don't know, Nick. Soon, I hope.
Well, like when? I mean, make a guess, huh?
Well, I don't know. Maybe a month if we're real lucky.
And we're real lucky type fellas. Got a roof over our heads, 3 square meals a month, and all the water we can drink. Who needs more? Outside of human beings, that is, or animals.
Well, why a month? Our guys are in Germany already, only 400 miles away now.
400 miles, nothing at all. They'll be bouncing in here on their pogo sticks first thing tomorrow.
Hey, Pete.
Hey, Blackie, where you been?
Over to the chaplain's office. Hey, you know we're all going to have a midnight mass Christmas Eve in the chapel. Ain't that charming now? What do you mean, we all? I mean the whole camp. Anybody who wants to come. That's better, because frankly, I couldn't be less interested.
Yeah, we know. Hey, Milstein? Yeah? Father Moran wants to know if you'll sing at the service.
Hey, Pete. Sure, why not?
Hey, Pete, you hear the BBC News this morning?
No, I didn't, Miller. Why?
Well, this Jerry God was talking outside just now. And he said that the Americans and the British were retreating like crazy back into Belgium. And that the war was just starting, and he said we'd be here for years yet.
They're always yakking like that.
You really believe that stuff? I don't know. It's just what I heard, is all.
Well, we can check it tonight on the radio. But it sounds phony to me.
It better be, because I ain't staying here another winter.
You're not, huh?
No, my friend, I'm not. I had plenty last winter. More than plenty. And I ain't taking it again.
So, what you got in mind, Nick?
There's 4,000 of us, ain't there? 4,000 against a handful of Krauts.
Nick, you ever hear about Luck 3? Our guys tried a mass break there, remember? They got mowed down like so much hay. Not one man got out. Not one.
So they didn't plan right, that's all. All I know, if that stuff about the Jerry's counterattacking is on the level, I ain't staying here. And brother, I won't be the only one. Believe me that.
I believed them, all right. If the news was true, there'd be all kinds of desperate prison breaks, all resulting in one thing, plain, simple suicide. That night, to catch the BBC News, I hauled out the Crestal set I'd built. Radios were strictly forbidden by the Jerrys, so we had to take precautions.
What do you want me to do?
Get that window, Sid.
Okay.
Hud, you get by the door. And sing out if you hear anything. Right. And loud, because I can't hear so good with these earphones on.
Okay. All clear here. Nobody coming?
All right, now keep it quiet, huh? The news ought to be on right now.
What's he saying, Pete? Yeah, it's on. What's he saying? Is it news?
Quiet, will you? Quiet. I can't hear. Yeah, I got it. I think it's London. Yeah, here's the news now. On Western Front, situation is increasingly serious. In vicious counterattack, German forces have bulged back into Belgium, some places to depth of 50 miles. United States 101st Airborne Division reported to be cut off and surrounded at Bastogne.
So it's true, huh? So it's true. So we're never getting out of here. Never getting out of here.
Yes, it seemed to be true, all right. Very little was said that night after the news. The lights went out at 9 as usual, and as we crawled into our sacks, no one slept. Each man I knew was lying there thinking, brooding, planning, slowly building himself up to a state of suicidal desperation. As barrack leader, it was my job to get their minds busy with something else. But what? Finally, long after midnight, I thought of something. And in the morning, first thing after roll call, I called the barrack leader. All right, you guys, simmer down now, huh? Now, the purpose of this meeting, well, it's not very long until Christmas, and, well, we haven't done anything about it.
What? The Yuletide season upon us so soon? Gracious me, how time doth fly.
Christmas in this place, who cares?
Well, I do, Nick, for one.
You would.
Okay, so I'm a sentimental fool. But I had some kind of a Christmas tree, for instance, every year of my life, and some kind of Christmas dinner. And I'm going to have them this year. Jerry's or no Jerry's.
Count me in, Pete.
Me too. Okay, Blackie.
The name's Milstein, and I still think it's a good idea.
Attaboy, Sid.
Like I said, I still don't care.
Oh, shut up, will you? What do you got in mind, Pete?
Well, like a Christmas tree for one, and decorations, and some kind of special dinner. And we could put on a show. And later there'll be the midnight mass for whoever wants to go.
Goody, goody, goody.
Bud, will you shut up with that stuff?
You want to go to your mass, you go to your mass. This is a free country.
That's a joke, son?
Just slipped out, Sid. Forget it.
Anyway, we gotta have some committees. Say, Blackie.
Yeah?
How'd you like to be chairman of the dinner committee?
Okay, sure.
I heard you're the comic around here. Suppose we put you in charge of the show.
Oh, no, you don't, boy. No.
Okay, we vote. All those in favor of HUD being chairman of the entertainment committee, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Motion carries.
Oh, for Pete's sake, I don't... And this show better be good, boy, or you're going to get 4 dozen ripe tomatoes right in the... Hey, I'm going crazy or something? Who's got tomatoes, huh?
And so began what I came to think of as Operation Christmas. And it started to work. In each of us, memories of wonderful Christmases long past were stirred into life. And strangely, each of us began to think of Christmas as his own personal possession, to be recreated here in this dismal place, down to the last minute detail. There were even a few arguments.
A star on top of the tree? How come?
Certainly a star. What else, for Pete's sake?
An angel, you dope. You gotta have an angel on the tree.
An angel? You crazy or something? You always have a star. Star of Bethlehem. Somebody, you don't even know what Christmas is about?
Sure, I know what Christmas is about. Look, didn't this angel come to the shepherds out in the field and tell them that Jesus was born and where to find him?
Yeah.
Okay. That's why you always have an angel on top. And I'm chairman of the decorating committee, and we're having an angel.
Okay, so we put both on top. Put a star and an angel, okay?
Okay, all right. Okay, no need to get so sore about it.
Well, who's getting sore?
Yes, there were arguments, but behind them all was a deep common concern, a common spirit, the spirit of Christmas. And as Christmas Eve drew near, our tensions and worries were forgotten in our preparations for the party. All right, so now a report from the dinner committee. Blackie?
Right. Well, this is what we got worked out, fellas. Each guy puts in 2 squares of K rations and 1 square D-bar, and then he gets some prunes, a couple of slices of Spam, and some liver paste, depending on what he's got. And I'm going to make us some cake out of what is commonly referred to as ingredients, being namely some sodium bicarb tablets.
And thank you, Fanny Farmer. Yes, everything was going fine. And then the worst happened. was the morning of Christmas Eve. We were all busy with our various jobs in the barracks when we heard the shout that meant we weren't alone.
Is it Jerry in the house? Jerry in the house.
Achtung! Barracks leader. Where is he?
Here. What's on your mind?
Message from the commandant. Tonight it will be forbidden to have the midnight mass. Quiet!
What do you mean, forbidden?
The 1 o'clock curfew will still be allowed, but the mass is forbidden.
Just a minute, fellas, just a minute. Why not? Why no mass?
I do not make the orders, Sergeant. All I know, the mass is forbidden. Verboten! Understand it? Schnell!
What's the matter? They're going crazy. What's the matter with the man?
I don't know. They always got some stupid reason.
How do you like that?
I don't. Not a bit.
You know, I got a notion to go anyways.
Yeah. They want trouble, we'll give them trouble.
What are you yakking about, Hud? You weren't going anyway.
All right, so I never had much use for that religious stuff. But to me, having a mass not to go to is just as big as your having a mass to go to.
Try it again in English.
Maybe it's more like this, Blackie. You're a Catholic and I'm a Jew, but we've only got one chaplain here, and he happens to be Catholic, so we've got to sort of spread him around, so to speak. When he talks about God, I think of my God, and Pete here thinks of his, and Hud here thinks of his.
Assuming he's got one. Sure, I got one. What do you mean? You think I'm some kind of atheist or something? One more
No, nobody said that, Hud. Nobody said that. Now let's simmer down, huh?
Well, I'm going over to the chapel tonight, and I'd like to see the Jerry or anyone else who's going to stop me.
Me too. I'm going too.
They'll kill you. They'll kill all of you.
They wouldn't dare.
What difference does it make, for Pete's sake? Who's going to live here anyway? I promised to sing, Pete, and I'm singing.
So we're all going, Pete, whether you like it or not. What are you going to do about it, boy?
Do about it? I don't know, Hud. I frankly don't know.
Now we return to our Cavalcade play, Barbed Wire Christmas, starring Edmund O'Brien.
It was Christmas Eve, 1944. We were a bunch of GIs in a prisoner of war camp in Germany. As a barrack leader, I found myself faced with a serious problem. My guys were going to chapel for midnight mass, whether it meant getting shot or not. All I could do was go over and take it up with other barrack leaders. And when I got to their office, there were a couple of dozen other guys standing on the steps, barrack leaders and compound leaders, and also the chaplain, Father Moran.
Hello, Pete. You too, huh?
How are you, Padre? Say, what goes on here anyway?
Well, it's a strange and wonderful thing, Pete. Seems that 4,000 GIs, Catholics, Protestants, and Jews, are suddenly all up in arms about a mass that most of them weren't going to anyway. So we've asked the commandant to meet us here.
Everybody, huh?
Uh-huh.
I thought it was only my guys.
Hey, look.
Oh, yeah. Here he comes. Private army and all.
Alf! You asked to see me? About what, Captain Moran?
Colonel, it's about the mass. First you gave permission, and now you've forbidden it. And our men
The
are...
Gestapo in the city forbid it. Too many men in one place, not wise.
But, Colonel, the men are determined to go.
So you tell them it is forbidden.
Excuse me, Colonel. They know it's forbidden. They know they might get shot. But they're at the point right now where they don't care. So if you want a few thousand corpses on your hands, you're going to get them.
No, I want no trouble here.
Then may I suggest that you ask the Gestapo to reconsider?
Very well, I will ask, but the answer will take time, Captain. If it does not come before midnight, the order must be enforced regardless of the consequences. You will tell your men the order will be enforced. Quiet!
Well, Padre?
I don't know, boys. We could call off the service, just close up the chapel. But if the men show up anyway, I think I'd better be there to head off trouble. You know, I just can't get over it. I mean, what crazy, contrary, unreasonable, stubborn, and still profoundly wonderful characters Americans can be. I just can't get over it.
Well, I went back to the barrack and briefed the guys on what I'd heard. They listened and nodded and said nothing. They hadn't changed their minds about going to the Mass, just didn't want to argue about it. Barrack 35B was really something to see that night. Nick and Miller had built us a beautiful tree made out of branches fastened to a broomstick handle, and it was decorated with garlands of white tissue, scraps of colored paper, and spirals of tin from our powdered milk cans. And on the very top, there was an angel carved from soap, fastened to a cardboard star. Yes, it was really something to see. Dinner time came, and still no word from the commandant. We had a fine Christmas Eve dinner that night. The spam was fried just right, and the potatoes were boiled to perfection. For dessert, we each had 3 stewed prunes and a slice of Blackie's specially baked cake. Pretty good, too, whatever he'd made it out of. And then came the long-awaited show. We had all kinds of acts, but one I remember especially was Nick, because he sang of home.
On top of old Smoky, all covered with snow, I lost my true lover from courting too slow. On top of old Smoky, I went there to weep for a false-hearted lover.
We had comedians, too, like the act that Hud and Blackie put on.
Here is the German Unteroffizier just trying to make an honest living, and here comes another of those new American prisoners.
You there! I'm looking for the prisoner of war camp. Have I come to the right place?
Oh, are you der new Kriegsgefangener?
What's your language? So happens that I know every word of the Geneva Convention. Where have I heard that before?
Quiet, please!
From your insolent manner, I wonder if I've come to the right place. Well, anyway, take me to the dining room. I'm hungry enough to eat a horse.
To eat a horse?
Yes.
Yeah, you have come to the right place.
Yes, it was a fine show. But under all the laughter and applause, we knew that the men were still determined to go to that Mass, come what may. It was late when the show ended. We sat around quiet now and exchanged Christmas presents with our best buddies. They were strange gifts, some of them, but very precious in many ways.
Hey, how do you like that? A can opener. Hey, Sid, where'd you get it? This isn't the one you had.
You think I'm out of my head giving you my only can opener? No, I had an extra one.
Well, fine. I mean, thanks. Thanks a lot. It's real charming of you, boy. Here. I got something for you.
Hey, guys, the time. It's almost 12. Anybody interested?
Yeah, I'm interested.
Me too. Come on, let's go.
Hey, just a minute, hey? Just a minute, fellas. Now, please, give me a minute. I'll be brief.
Well, the briefer the better. Come on.
All right, so right now, we never had it so bad. But we'll get out of here. You know we will. If we can just stay alive a little while longer. Don't forget, we've got lives waiting to be lived back home. We've got girls waiting and kids waiting to be born and raised and houses waiting to be lived in. Warm houses with good food on the table. Okay, you don't want any part of it. Okay. So go on out now and get yourself shot.
I might be right, you know.
Well, maybe so.
Hey, outside, look. Whole mob of guys from the other barracks heading for the chapel.
Okay. There's going to be a mass. I'm going to sing.
Yeah, let's go. Jerry's want to stop a few thousand of us. Let him try. Come on,
Sid.
Well, Pete, How about you?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. I'm coming. Let's go. The chapel was already jammed when we got there. There wasn't room for those who came after us, and soon there were hundreds of guys outside, bunched around the open doors and windows, standing hatless in the snow. Inside, up by the cardboard candlelit altar, somebody I couldn't see began to play the wheezy old organ. The faces around me were tight with determination and anxiety. Where were the Jerrys? Why hadn't we run into any on our way to chapel? Obviously, they were laying low. But why? We didn't know. We were tense and afraid. Whatever Father Moran felt during that midnight mass, it didn't show. For him, the Jerrys and their barbed wire no longer existed. It was Christmas, and he was honoring the Prince of Peace. And then from outside, we began to hear something. And a whisper, starting among the men outside in the snow, swept inside the chapel from man to man, men whose nerves were at hair-trigger tension.
The Jerrys are coming.
Okay, let them start something. Come on, the Jerrys, they want trouble. Come on, we'll give it a chance.
Take it easy now.
The Jerrys were coming. We could see them, coming towards us across the snow, rifles in hand. In a minute or two, they were at the chapel door. We held our breath and waited. Not a man among us moved, but we were ready for anything. Then Father Moran turned and seemed to give a nod to Sidney Milstein.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild.
As Sid sang that age-old hymn, the Jerrys pushed their way into the chapel. And overcrowded as it was, gradually, our prison place of worship was filled with our guards and captors. I knew that one of them was right behind me, but I didn't turn around.
Silent Nacht, heilige Nacht, alles schläft,
Hey, listen. Yeah. How do you like that?
And then we knew. The Jerrys weren't there to stop us, but to join us. In all our anger and fear, we'd forgotten one thing. It was Christmas for them, too. And remembering this, we began to sing. We all began to sing. The sky seemed wonderfully clear that night as we walked back to our barracks, and the stars strangely bright. We didn't have to talk, because each man's thoughts were alike. We knew now that the words we'd heard for so long were really true, that Christmas isn't only an anniversary, but a universal spirit of brotherhood, of peace, and goodwill. And in realizing these things, we'd lost our fear. We knew somehow that it wouldn't be long, that we'd soon be free, that we'd soon be home. And we knew, too, that this would always be the most memorable Christmas of our lives.
Sleep in heavenly.
thanks to Edmund O'Brien and the Cavalcade Players for tonight's true story. Barbed Wire Christmas was written by Warner Law in collaboration with David Gerber and was based on Mr. Gerber's personal experiences in the German prison camp. Original music for tonight's DuPont Cavalcade was composed by Arden Cornwell, conducted by Donald Voorhees. The program was directed by John Zoller. With our star, Edmund O'Brien, you heard Gary Wahlberg, George Petrie, Bill Zuckert, Ross Martin, Harry Jackson, Ed Jerome, Tonio Selwert, Kermit Murdoch, Dan Ocko, and Nelson Olmsted.
The DuPont Cavalcade of America came to you tonight from the Belasco Theater in New York City and is sponsored by the DuPont Company of Wilmington, Delaware, makers of better things for better living through chemistry.
Tonight, just for laughs, listen to Red Skelton on NBC.
Welcome back. An incredible story of courage and the power of Christmas. That will actually do it for today. Tomorrow we'll be back with another Christmas episode of Cavalcade of America. This one actually aired during the war, and we'll tell you a little bit more about this remarkable show. If you would like to share your experience or that of a loved one during World War II, please email your stories to box13@greatdetectives.net. We'll consider all stories to be shared on the air. We also welcome your suggestion as to future programs. This program is dedicated to those who fought and died in World War II and is presented as a service of the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio, greatdetectives.net. The opening theme is The Heroic by Ken Curlin, KenCurlin.com.